a beautiful
I
duel.
I just had a thought that we probably should have, tied you off to the stick of poking.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dang, that would have been smart. Oof. I don't know whose fault that is, but
that
we'll
may or
get
may
to
not
that.
have been mine.
There was like
I will
I
not
was
admit
listening to
anything.
this. I was listening to the session, and there was like a conversation going with the NPC explaining their idea of how to get down, and then Wrath is like, "I'm going for it," and then he rolled a 1, and it just went downhill from there. So that's kind of where we left off. Wrath
What?
fell into the miasma pit, in which you guys have found yourselves hunting a artifact. This unknown potential has taken many, many hunters that have arrived here to research and or gather information of such rumored item. You faced these eldritch-like tendrils appearing out of the ground, seemingly coming from this of the pit. You defeated it with valor and excitement, as all of your companions practically fell when you pulled through. Hurt and very injured, Wrath stepped forward amongst the very, very dastardly built pier as nails flung out and it got worse and worse with every step he blundered in. With a bit of vertigo, he ends up finding himself a bit lost in the haze of falling. It was more like a rough massage coming around and pummeling him in a disfigured configuration of proper function. And when he finally did speak up, you guys heard a there's some kind of barrier, but information can still get across, at least so it seems. We begin with our fellow friend off screen, far below. We will get to you and what you see shortly. We had Charles flying over the pits, realizing that the miasma is 15 feet from the pier, or from the lip base of the opening in which you guys stand. Otherwise, you saw William Dafoe mimic a whistle of how far he assumes it is as he watched Wrath take the plunge, and your apprentice went, well, I mean, only a fool would have done that, right? And we ended there. Intentions of arrest were interrupted, but where do you wish to begin now? Sasha, William Dafoe, the apprentice, Pills, Miss Ellie, and Hazel. And what was Rath's? Sorry, Rath's was Martin, and Martin stands ownerless above the pit.
Don't look at me. I am dead tired.
Hazel, you see that Pills is exhausted and his brain is not grinding or pulling functions. Your Verbene fellows all kind of scrounge up into a little musketeers meeting and discuss amongst themselves and Verbene what it is they are feeling about this operation.
I'm gonna huddle
The
in with
apprentice
them 'cause
stands aside.
I'm relatively similar height.
You got it. You huddle in with them and you just hear like, one of them kind of nudges Pills. William Dafoe pushes that one. And then Martin kind of gets in William Dafoe's face and then points toward the pit. And you imagine they're... Give me an insight check. Let's see what you think they're overall discussing right now. Hazel, you may also join this. You could have Miss Ellie do it too, since she is a bear. She has a pretty good instinct on animal communications. Pills, with the pushing of you and William Dafoe jumping to your aid, you imagine that there's a dispute and you somehow got involved. It seems as if William Dafoe is truly your right hand. Hazel, go ahead and do Miss Ellie real quick. Let's see if she picks up something. Yeah, you guys both kind of pick it up as Miss Ellie's just like... And Hazel, you also understand that they are kind of gesturing that the little blue one will come up with a plan to save the big dumb one because Martin needs his friend back.
Does Pills now realize that what they talk?
No, I'm just kind of like nodding along, like.
Okay, then I will just like tell you, you know what they're talking. They're talking about you.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You should go down there and get Raph back.
What?
This is what they said.
How the fuck should I carry it? You know how big he is?
I think they don't know that.
They're like, they're over here like extending their hands really wide as far as they can extend. Then you see two more jump on the back of the other Verbene. Apparently they're acrobatics. As all three of them are standing there doing an extended, and they're still trying to jump to cover the height that they can't make up.
Okay. All right. All right.
Me?
How much rope do we have?
I think I have none
I
because
thought you guys, was it you guys who had a cool rope or was it another group? I don't know. I gave a cool rope to someone at that.
I don't know if I have one in my inventory, but I think I used all of them again already.
Let me take a look.
Take a look. I think my one is not right.
I've got some blue substance.
Whatever that is.
Whatever's on the ground, I just picked it up without knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. What is actually?
I love how your camera is zooming into your face there to make you look more devious.
As a plan, it is working.
I do not have any ropes. Unless
Uh-oh.
they're in my ring of holding.
Let's see.
Rope, ring of holding.
I thought Hazel had some rope just.
I
I
think
think
they
I
will.
used them all and I just didn't get rid of it. Sorry.
Well, it's not like a consumable item.
I mean, if you leave it
I-
behind, it gets
Well,
consumed.
That's fair.
That's the difference, yeah. But I don't recall actually the last time you did a rope.
I think the last time we used it was in the lava river.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. I don't know if you
That's-
guys recouped it all or not, or any of it, or part of it. We'll say you guys got about 30 feet.
Shit. Right.
What if Charles flies down with the message ring? We put something in and try to figuring out what is down there and if he can send a message back.
Ooh, that's a big play. Has anyone let me see if the message ring has to be attuned. Who has the ring?
It's me as a Hazelhead should have the ring.
Well, thank God Raph doesn't.
Let's see details.
No, I took it.
Yeah, you don't even have to attune to it. So yeah, you just record a message that's up to a minute long. And you could just give it to Charles and he could take it down. And as long as, say, Wrath understood the command word, you guys could totally do a conversation back and forth. That's genius.
So what should we tell Raph? I mean, it's fine for you to send Charles down.
I beckon Charles over.
It flies.
I put out the ring.
It's like purring as it flutters down to you.
What should I talk in the ring?
Give it some chin scratches.
It stiffens briefly as it stops to enjoy this moment. And then it relaxes its wings and waits for its command.
Is he? Or okay. How far down is it?
Can we come down too? Is it dangerous? Okay. So then I will give you the ring.
We give it to Charles.
And Charles flies it down to Wrath. You got it. Give me one quick second as we get this to Wrath. Wrath, can you give me a perception check from where you are? I'm going to bring you to a separate scene in just a second.
Perception.
All right. Yep. You are looking around and you see. Describe with a 9 what you see.
I'm sorry, say again?
Like, can you see your map? Describe with
yes.
a 9 in Wrath terminology what you'd see.
At a 9. I see a dark cavern with bright crystals and what may seem to be like stairs.
You hear flapping. From above, you look up and you see Charles with a shiny ring in their hand in which you do recall achieving. As you grasp it, you hear the message from Hazel and Pills. They ask and inquire whether or not... Wait, did you say how far did you ask a certain foot? What was your guys' questions again? You can reiterate them now.
We asked, "Are you okay?" and "How far down is it?"
Got it.
And I said, is
Distance.
it dangerous? Can we come down?
Gotcha. Okay.
Something like
Distance,
this, yeah.
dangerous, safe, and are you okay? So you have 3 things you can address to, and I would assume that you guys would all know the command. You guys got it together. So Wrath, you get this ring in your hand as you hear concern from your companions high above coming from the ring. You look at Charles, and Charles just kind of gives off this like kind of common sense meow to you of what to do back as you hold the ring in your hand and it waits patiently for you to respond to this message.
Okay, so I'll take the message. What were the 3 questions again? How am I? Actually,
Yeah. Are you safe?
am I safe?
How far down are you? And is it dangerous or safe?
Okay. I don't know if we actually recounted if I took damage from the fall or not. It didn't seem like I did.
No.
Okay, so then I'll say that I am unhurt. I don't see any dangerous things here as of right now. And the third one is shit, I forgot.
The distance. But you really wouldn't know that
I don't.
either.
Yeah, I
But in
don't know the
Raptor, you can
distance.
tell them and
But it was a safe landing, and I was able to do a Black Widow landing.
you hand it to Charles, and Charles flies it back up. Charles re-arrives at the top of the pit through the miasma untouched. Charles lets you know that they saw a massive cavern that led up from the very bottom in which Wrath stood safely. You get all this Pills from a normal report, and then the ring informs you guys all of a Black Widow landing. Charles cannot confirm what that is, as they did not see such thing.
Okay, so it should be relatively safe to go down.
It just kind of meows safely. Yeah, but nonchalantly.
How scalable does this look? I mean, there's obviously like stuff sticking out of the wall.
I would say that it's fairly scalable in the sense of your footage. There are some steep down point, slants, or inclines, declines, depending on how you look at it. You don't know the porousest nature or smoothest nature of the actual crystals themselves in the sense of standing on one. But you'd say that in your cave dwelling life, this should be simple for you. You got a bear to think about, but otherwise, the rest of you should be within capabilities. Once you go through the miasma, though, you just don't know what to expect, I guess, is the only thing. Is you don't know if you could see through it, etc. And Charles can't report on any of that. They're like, they don't know. It's weird. It's like they pass through no problem, but they can't explain to you what's on the inside of what they're passing through.
I suppose we should just try and scale down. It doesn't sound like it's super far, since he said he was okay.
But he's also big.
That's why I'm scaling instead of jumping.
Okay.
Just jump.
Jump, but you won't, loser.
I'll catch you.
You hear boo, 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 boo.
Might be
Bring some toilet paper. I've got to poop.
Yeah, I will tell Ellie she should just jump down there and should just take this real rest for.
You got it. Okay.
And Will's probably
She takes
So-
the 3 brands with her.
right.
So what does she do with all of them?
Oh, they actually sit on her back.
Oh, and she jumps. She just jumps in, or she tries to climb down.
Maybe she should climb down, but with the red. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah. Okay, we climb down.
Okay,
climb
okay.
down.
I was like, yeah, that's totally fine. I can watch this. That's I don't mind.
Will's got some quick hands, some quick feet. I think he can climb down with me.
Yeah, I guess we all climb down then.
And Ellie can probably just jump on her own.
Yeah.
Don't know about her climbing.
I mean, she's a bear. Bears are quite capable. Yeah, they're quite capable
They want to
climbers.
say, I mean, normally they should be good.
Yeah, so that's no problem at all for that matter. I just say a general survival check for all you guys. Or I guess if you're proficient in dexterity, you could just do a sleight of hand at advantage. But otherwise, it's a survival. What's up?
Well, maybe.
Shit. I mean, it could be worse.
All right.
Those are pretty good rolls. And apologize if she's mad. Go say sorry. Ooh. And then apologize and help her clean up the mess. Okay. Then just wait for her to pick it up and then go to bed after. All right. So with the 13 on the low, you guys all pass on the average. So beautiful. All right. You guys eventually hit the miasma. Oh, I guess Pills had its head. You got sneaky there. As you hit the miasma, Pills is the first to slip. You go. You land 5 feet. Disappear. It's like cotton candy, just it develops you. Or envelops you, sorry. And as you do disappear in the brief moment, you feel squished and pulled and bent out of shape like a Laffy Taffy machine. Put to work. The rest of them touch the miasma and it pulls them away. And as a more soft nature, Hazel, you feel as if your body is not transforming, but gently brought in and then yanked, pulled, and disconfigured, etc. 1 second.
As I see you guys coming down, I'll be like, "Don't come down." I'm just kidding.
Give me 1 second.
I think I've fallen already. I think I'm.
I know. As you're like 10 feet above me, don't come down here. Just kidding.
You told us it will be safe.
You're so safe.
I said it was safe in this corner. Just kidding. But there's
hope
plenty
so.
of dead bodies here.
Jesus. Don't worry, those skeletons will break your fall.
I know. I'm like, that's what broke my fall. I guess
So
I
here's
wasn't
the
really.
question.
Yeah,
How
go
the
for
hell
it.
do we get out of here?
Maybe there is
Are you guys in the new map yet or no? You guys aren't?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you mentioned something that looks like stairs.
Right, there was something, so I guess we can actually. Maybe there's a tunnel underneath this or whatever.
Yeah. It's almost like we fell. Never mind. I'll wait for you guys to come down.
Oh, you mean like it looked like the first spell we had? With the spiders then?
Oh,
Well,
God.
for me, and I don't know what his maps look like, but should I tell you guys? No. You guys
I've
tell me.
already fallen.
You should see it, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think you guys been to the Underdark before, yeah?
Pills has.
Okay.
Obviously.
I don't know if you've seen a map of it. Oh wow, that's a bushy cat. Wow, Alex, you grew a lot of hair.
Is this brown or orange?
Or black.
Or
I can't even tell.
Tabby? Like Garfield?
What's going on?
It's getting into whatever he's got up there.
Yeah.
I just see the back and tail.
He's got some food or something to drink.
Licking
Oh,
his
my
vape. Yeah, so this could be his take of the Underdark. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen one of his Underdark maps yet.
I've not.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Underdark-ish.
If it's the Underdark, Pills will know.
Okay. Well, we'll find out.
English good in both.
If it's dark, damp, and there's a bunch of mushrooms, it's probably Underdark.
Okay. Well, there's
And glowy stuff.
two out of the 4 that you said is here.
It's dark and it's like what?
It's dark and there's glowy stuff.
If there's Duergar or Drow, it's the Underdark.
I don't know about these dead bodies yet, so we'll see. But it's right next to me. I'll examine it soon. Just kidding. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Why is your guys' cameras zooming? How did you guys?
Oh, I got it on portrait mode.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't know. You clicked something earlier.
Center stage. It's on center stage.
That's why.
Yeah.
But it's from the phone.
Yeah, it's through the phone. It's from the Mac.
Yeah.
I'm using my phone as a camera for the Mac.
Oh, interesting.
That's...
It's got that sharp image. I wonder though, what's got better if I do portrait here and then I turn off. Well,
It doesn't like you.
oh, it's because I'm clicking on the wrong thing. There's your problem. Oh, if I turn off blur here and just leave the portrait mode there, it's a little clearer, I guess.
Yes, so. Could be. I guess it's not the blur.
Well, it's like when you mix both, it's
Yeah.
kind of overdone.
Sorry about that, guys. It
No
Oh,
was
worries.
worse than I was aware. I guess he spilled a ton of stuff all over the very expensive cat. So.
Uh-oh.
But he is
It's
now.
okay. Your cat was keeping us company.
Yeah.
Very nice. Awesome.
The reality is actually the cat caused all the spills. Just kidding.
Right. Secret of it all.
So
He
you can
framed
get
him
to your
successfully.
computer, the mastermind.
Dude, this cat has done some scary things on the computer. I'm like, what was I working on last night? And he like opens up 1,000,001 things. So you guys all fall into the miasma and eventually go through the same willy-nilly experience that Wrath did. As you all oddly, safely for the most part, re-arrive on the next level with you and all of your companions.
Hmm.
Martin.
The air feels, what's the word? Very entwined with old energy. Pills and Hazel can give me an Arcana check. You see this huge, long, lengthy cavern slowly rising up stairway and stairway.
Oh. I'm on the wrong.
You're on the wrong one.
Yeah, I clicked on myself.
Just go to the people
Yeah.
thing there and then open yourself up. One click.
Let's see. Beautiful. With 16 Hazel. This is old, ancient. I wouldn't say it's from your home or that kind of energy, but you've learned it in your passings, in your travels of education, and your general upbringing prior to your ventures here outward. It reminds you of a time when you guys were visited by an ancient, not for you guys, it isn't known as royalty, but like a heir, like a blood, like an old bloodline, I guess would be the proper term for your category of fellow friends. And you feel like that sense is in the air yet again, very strong, very concentrated, very old. But even with that, it leaves you wondering who it could belong to, as you don't immediately profile it with anything else. Feels you feel like it's very, very, very fortunate that you found somewhere safe to land underneath that pit, because it sure looked like someone would have boiled to death in there. And everyone's
This
kind of
looks beautiful. Beautiful.
Hey, thanks for joining.
Well, now that we're here, I guess we keep looking.
For what?
Have you guys been to anything familiar like this before?
Is it? I mean, this is obviously like underground, but is it underdarky?
Tough to tell. These crystal formations create this unique aura that this could just be a pocket between Underdark and just, a couple, 40 to 100 feet underground. You don't see any of the dampness or the telltale signs of Underdark densness of sorts. So it does seem awfully cleaner in here than you'd assume the Underdark to normally be well traveled and or, domained in for the most part. It seems lost and purposeful.
I don't know.
Seems like the only way out of here is up through the stairs if we want to keep moving, or do we need to plan anything?
I mean, we're already here. We're here looking for whatever the relic was that the bunny wanted us to find. So I suppose we should just keep
Okay.
on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Thanks, Martin, for joining me.
I cannot move my character. Also, I cannot move Hazel.
Yeah. Oh, that's Charles. Oh, I think Charles is on top of you.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
That
Okay.
could explain it too.
Do we know what
Yeah.
these bodies are right here?
You could take a good guess and recall that someone had mentioned previously to you that a lot of people came here looking.
Okay. Oh yeah, did the apprentice guy also drop down, or is he still up there?
Yeah,
don't
I'd
see him
assume
on
he'd
here.
join you guys. Yeah, I didn't bring him in. I forgot. That
No
was my
worries.
bad. 1 sec. I am working on. So I got the avatar to work, but then silly me put it on Pills's. So now I have to re-put Pills and Wrath again. But I got Wrath to work this time.
Yes.
So with the apprentice arriving, he's like, "Oh, whoa! This was. Where are we?" He's immediately intrigued and taken back by this exciting discovery.
Come on, apprentice, come join us up here.
1 second. Sorry, I have to go to the other map to come.
This is what adventure feels like.
Adventure
I
usually
haven't-
gets people killed.
I haven't been on a few for a while.
Do you have
Do we
pills?
see this
Skeleton.
figure appear, or is this out of our sight?
You mean this or this?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that you for sure. No, yeah, you for sure see it. It's dark in here, but there's lights in all the. There's lights providing you the vision necessary.
Do we see it moving?
The figure there standing, completely enthralled in this beautiful kind of picture of light provided.
Does it seem to have noticed us?
You give me an insight check.
No.
Oh,
That's a dirty one.
It's like almost force on itself, but it's like you almost make a call out to say hello to it, and then you catch yourself. Well, your mentality comes to if if it didn't say hi, it didn't see you. Good old folkloring for you there, Pills.
You guys see that, right? You guys see that thing?
Yeah, we see it.
yeah, I guess I see it. I mean, I have
Is-
dark vision, so maybe I see it.
Do you think it's friendly? Or
I don't know, but I'm staying back because I'm not 100% healthy right now.
All right, why don't you guys stay behind me, and I'll go approach him. Like maybe one more stairs up.
so yeah. Is this do we have to jump this?
You guys would. Wrath really wouldn't have to because he's tall and he has long legs. But Hazel wouldn't have to probably. Could jump it easily, but you would have to probably give me a save, Pills, because you're small.
You can sit on Ellie's back.
If I
Can I
come over
carry
here,
him in my arms and just jump across?
Yeah, you can hold if you want to. Yeah, you want to.
All right, Pills. I'm just gonna carry you in my arms, like a
pick him
damsel
up.
in Baywatch or something, and I'll jump
God.
over.
There you go. Nice. Pills gets the Baywatch treatment.
Oof.
I'll
Thanks
even
for that.
pulse my muscle. Just kidding.
The Verbines, they easily just. They do cool little like BMX skills, and they do little like, compete against each other. They make it look way too simple.
Gotta look down at Pills, and I'm like, are they the same height, or are Beans bigger than Pills?
They're about the same height in respect to him.
Yeah, I'll just drop him, and I'll be like,
I mean, if you count tail, for sure they're taller, but overall,
just scratch my head as to unknowing why he can't do the same as them.
I'm really, really tired. All right.
Okay. You guys want to scoot up a little bit more, or are you guys good over there?
Just like one more tier. Pills would go.
Measure this off a little bit.
He hasn't registered there's any threat here, really.
So it's like 75 feet from where you are.
as you guys move up a little closer, you hear a hello. It
Hello.
almost echo just within you all individually.
Oh, I'll echo back. Hello, hello, hello. And if it doesn't echo, I'll still hello, hello to make it an echo.
Okay. You self echo your own echo to verify an echo is completed. Understood. Your echo gets across. Do you guys, do the other two of you make any comment or response?
I'm just waiting.
Got it. You hear. And welcome. It's been so long. Company does not come often.
How often is unoften?
There's like a long thought process. Well, one could assume that this leads us 95 years.
95 years. Nobody else made it over here before?
He like puts his hand out. You consider all the corpses you may have seen passing on your way up these stairs.
Wait, I thought those corpses are 95 years old now. Did I misread that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, no, No, that's what you're saying. But they're, you're saying what happened to everything or anything else. You just showing like nothing made it. Like it's all dead.
Oh, did you kill them? And why?
Quick of you to consider me so wrong. No, I did not. Did you?
No, we just got here
Then
through
how is
the.
it you are the first to stand so tall amongst the dead?
Well, the dead are usually laying down, so it's usually not too hard to stand above them.
Clever. You have passed the first test.
Ooh.
But how will you do in a test of your prowess? I see you have many friends. Perhaps I too need a few more. And it kind of begins to seem to grow briefly, like it almost seems as if he is expanding in in a sense. And then you see this kind of like flickeriness of him as he splits into multiple figures, and they all crowd him as if he himself is a single swarm. And as he speaks, it seems as if multiple voices are now kind of overlapping each other, but just out of sync, but speaking the same things. You do not understand that all of us have been waiting for a long time for such interactions. Pills and everyone else is privy to this conversation. You guys stand below watching Wrath just
You're
willy
doing
nilly
great,
this
Brad!
very totally soloing this with perfection.
So how do we be? You said you wanted some friends. How are you looking for friends? We could be friends if you wanna hang out.
You must show
We've
me
got
what
a
you can
hangout
do.
in the city.
You feel the air around you get cold. The icicles or crystals that now seem to be frosting and almost giving off this new miasma of like a fog into the area. All of a sudden, tensions rise. I need initiatives. You guys are not in the best shape. How will you circumnavigate this one?
By rolling really good.
That's the spirit.
Okay.
Oh,
I
that's
can't,
so cool. I had no idea I could have multiple at the same time. Total
can't
accident.
click my character because it keeps moving.
Oh, that's because they're all rolling.
Oh, I see.
But don't forget Martin. Poor Martin.
Oh, poor Martin.
All right. Slowly and surely, we have this fill of fog filling the room as this combat begins to ensue. Ironically, we start with none other than Wrath, the man who began the conversation, knows how to open it up. As you are presented first in this massive aura and slowly fogging room, you see that there are at least 5 to 6 of them, all standing there with no emotion, maskless, only a helmet floating over their spectral-like body. Now that you're taking a good look at them, Wrath, you used to come from the lowest of slums. There's no way you would know what this creature is, but man, does it look cool. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast. I feel like I should get up there. Faith. Okay. I'm gonna cast, and I just said that again. Word of Radiance.
Ooh.
Upon the whole group of them. That did not click.
Cast it on their location.
Perfect. Yep.
What do you say, I guess?
Word of Radiance is kidding. You utter a divine
Power
word,
Ranger
running
shit.
in. Man. I'll utter. I need a little tip here. What's a good verbiage to say here?
You see Wrath kind of standing there, brushing his shaggy hair, really thinking about things, and Pills, you wonder what he's hesitating for. You get your excitement, you're about to go next. You know that Wrath is just a little faster than you. And then Wrath just kind of under his breath, word of radiance. As he learns in the future things to say. As it's just like, this is intriguing. As the enemy before you is going to make it.
All right, and I'll move up afterwards. Or I'll move afterwards. Oh wow!
20, a soft 20. As it just, you see the like kind of like this aura kind of bounce off and not make any contact.
All right.
Anything else to?
I think I will. I'll move forward to block the stair, or I'll move up to him.
Okay. You approach the multitude of them, and they all kind of reach forward for you in a taunting manner, only to pull back. And it's almost kind of like you're seeing everything in like this weird 3D view without 3D glasses on, and it's moving at twice the speed, so it really feels like you're seeing something you shouldn't be. And it's kind of boggling your mind briefly, but you've seen scary things. This could all just be a trick. Pills! Wrath disappears from your immediate view. As you can only imagine, he stepped boldly forward against this unknown creature that no one should have been fighting with at this time. Your gut doesn't tell you all these things because you're in so much pain, you know.
No idea.
The
what's going on
adrenaline
here.
kicks in.
I'm walking up these stairs, like, Wrath, what the hell is going on? And then I'm gonna see them fighting. We're like, what?
You see this. It's almost. I'm trying to think on how to. For you, it's very ghastly in nature. It almost seems like a spirit or some kind of element with this weird suit of Loki-like armor, and a lot of them taunting the hell out of Wrath.
There seems to be some kind of confrontation engagement going on. I will raise my hand up and cast out my hex dust from my ring and try and hex this creature.
You got it.
I guess I will choose dexterity as the disadvantage ability. And then, as my action, I will try and hit the centermost object, the centermost floaty creature thing with an Eldritch Blast.
All right. So you... Whoops. Sorry, I was sending you guys a message. You fire the object blast. As you see the 5 of them, all but one move out of the way. And you... One second. I don't recall if I actually rolled this evening, or if that just makes it harder for me to... oh. And my kid's still screaming. It's crazy. Ooh, that's a cool one too. Okay. Yeah, you hit the one. Give me some damage. And go ahead and apply Hex. Nice. Your Hex is beautiful. I like it. The old daughters. Beautiful. And a Genie's Wrath. Nice. Is that so 17 points total? Let me check something. What the enemy resistance is. Would you look at that? Nothing hurts them. Oh, man. What a shame. You do 17 points of force damage. Amplified up. You can't move them, or can you do something like that too?
Oh, no, I don't have that invocation.
Okay. It stands there. You see the other 5 jump back in to provide them cover, and then they all begin to move again. Wrath, you see this moment of opportunity, but too bad you just didn't think of that first. Then you look back at Pills. He's onto something. Anything else, Pills?
What did you say to him? What did you do? That's it. I'm done.
You hear a response to your question. A show of proudness. And that is a +5. It's going to do a spectral arm against Wrath here. As it kind of looks in your direction to respond to you. Pills directly. As it rips through Wrath. That's just like, ah! As you take. This is force damage. So you just feel this like, oof. You feel this void just rip the incision of where this comes from apart. There's no clean cut, nothing. It's just like as if the little atoms in which it chose to tear exploded, forcing them apart, leaving just this like massive shotgun gouge of a injury over your body briefly. It's just like as you see the immediate muscle layer of your flesh just rip out and explosive nature from this damage hitting you point blank. And it speaks. Let us see if you will all stand after this round. I won't do that. That's horrible. It teleports. You see them all appear 10 feet from Pills in front of none other than Martin. I had to look it up. Martin is the focus of the next attack. He goes,
No, Martin.
Slashes through. It starts in. Its body flies forward. Oh, more than enough to KO it.
Oh no.
Because it got KO'd, it just kind of bounces 5 feet down the stairs. You hear the animals within the room all cry out to make it very aware. When they act this way, this is not just because it is an animal instinct nature. It is because in their blood, they know danger is there. It then disappears again. Appearing between Miss Allie and Hazel. It is going to focus Miss Allie for this one. And another spectral pole arm. As you just see her like back hind leg just bruise out as blood vessels just pop along the damaged area. And she stumbles off to the side as she takes some damage. She takes 11 points of force damage. Say it again.
This is the coolest shit. If you hover over your character portrait in the turn order, you get to see like
The
full
deets.
breakdown of every status
Yeah.
that's affecting you.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed
nice.
it. I could even change what it actually shows. So like if I wanted it to like do other things, like I can have it filter and whatnot. But yeah, it was pretty sweet stuff. Thank you. I thought you were gonna say you felt bad for Miss Ellie, but Miss Ellie just is not happy.
Sorry.
And we are on to Sasha. Sasha sees things going very poorly, and her 3 team triads support. She must help them. What does Sasha do?
And wait, let me see how much. Okay, she can. I will move over with Sasha and try to multi-attack it. The dagger.
All right, go for it.
You.
Huh.
I guess I'm attacking again. Or trying.
I mean, they're always going to attack twice, so don't let me stop you. You see them, desperately trying to make contact with one of the 6 images as the 5 initial ones are bouncing around and causing confusion. You notice Sasha is not sure which one's the real one, so they also don't want to come into contact with any of them as they try to maneuver this blade attack, missing both.
I guess that's it. I'm staying there.
Hazel, what do? You see your teammate has attempted to aid you with no success.
I guess I'm getting my dagger out and try to stab it because it's
Doing the
standing
same
right next to
thing.
me.
All right.
I don't want to get stabbed, but I'm running away.
No purchase. You have 2 attacks or 1?
One.
Yeah, level 3.
All right. You
That's
see a
level 3.
flurry of dagger dances happening in the corner.
Yeah, I want to say that's all, yeah.
Will Defoe. What
Yeah,
does Will
Will's
Defoe do?
he's gonna run in here. He's gonna vault over Sasha. Oops, I'm on the measurement.
So remember, you can click the token you want to focus on and then hover over any of the tokens and it'll give you the distance they are from them.
Oh.
So you don't have to do the measurement all the time. But nonetheless, William Defoe jumps over Sasha at advantage, goes in for a dagger.
He will.
I assume dagger, unless there's another cool move he has.
Come on.
Oh, whoops.
You see one of them missing. Close, but no cigar. One of them stands there. He goes, and he twists it a little. Give me some damage.
Just a little.
Hey, every point counts in this kind of fight. When everyone's ready to fall, you need everyone to make at least 1 hit. William Defoe just pulls out its dagger and just sees this kind of like corroded blue over it and just kind of starts swinging it around to get it off. Some sticks, but most of it does fall off. Any other actions or bonus actions, etc. for them?
It's a reaction. No, I think he's. Oh yeah, he will use his team tactics bonus action to try and distract this creature.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me a performance. Let's see. This is just for flavor, to see how good he does. And then we go into Martin's turn. Oh, yeah. He starts giving a whole disciplinary speech and verbatim to all of them. The 4 left after that 5th one disappears from the damage. And you hear, such creatures of intellect. My, has the world de-evolved in my lack of the presence. Martin does what? Aid south or aid the north? It's you, Rolly.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Martin,
I thought
what do you want
Martin.
to do?
Oh, I thought Martin was or knocked out.
Then a death save, my friend.
Oh, I missed that.
D20. Plus nothing. Just a D20. Nice. Martin looks like he's breathing. You can't hear him, but if anyone was looking for Pills looks over and he just sees like a little just a little pucker of breath. Miss Ellie, at advantage, anything she wishes to do. What is she doing?
Oh, she's doing a multi-attack.
Got
Nice.
it.
Take
Comes
out
with the
her
claw.
paw.
Yeah,
It's
she
like,
goes
yeah.
like do like a whole bear hug to try to capture all of the mirages. And just missing all of them as they all just vanish and reappear as Miss Ellie readjusts herself amongst the target. She's like complaining, why are there so many?
She's
And then
trying
she has to
again.
choose now who to focus as she goes and thinks, think like a fish, and goes for it like that of fresh food. With promise, making contact. Go ahead and give me some damage. Ooh, these are also supposed to be at advantage. Oh, they were, right? No, the bite
No.
wasn't. Go ahead and go for a nat 20.
First one was advantage.
All right.
The first one did do advantage, but the second one would also get advantage. So re-roll that bite just for a natty, just in case. You already hit him, but maybe you could do more.
What is it? The
Just do it
If
again.
you click the attack button again, yeah.
Just do it again. Yeah. Almost.
oh no, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
No, I mean, it's you still hit him, so that's fine. I mean, it's always nice to see a higher roll, so that's good. Miss Ellie, absolutely. Now go ahead and give me that damage. As you see another, ooh, nice for Max. Jump in the
Yes.
way of. Impressive. I must
He's a good
get
player.
tougher. You guys hear him make promises of getting difficult. Wrath, your enemy is nowhere near you. In fact, everyone beneath and behind you has faced a little bit of damage on the way. For the first time, you realize Martin is down, Pills is weakened, and everyone down there does not look great. You neither feel great yourself. And here you are. Proudness, show us.
I'll do what I can, which is basically move down. And the marker's not showing.
You are
30 feet, so I can move here. All right.
you run down. You see Martin unconscious with its tongue hanging out. It opens its eyes and peeks at you, just to make sure that you're aware that it's not doing well.
Let's see here. Can I stabilize him?
Absolutely can. You can use an action to stabilize them, bringing them to 0, keeping them from rolling death saves.
All right. I will. How many people are up right now? Everybody's still alive.
Yeah, Martin's the only one down at this time.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to stabilize him for now.
Use an action to patch up his general wounds, and his tail kind of goes up and curls around your forearm as you go and apply bandages. Even though he's unconscious, the tail gives you like a firm grip of thank you. He is no longer in death saves. He's at 0. If he gets any point of healing, you can get back in the fray. Pills. You are tired. You do not want to have to be doing this, but as all good cave dwellers are, they keep on going or else they're dead for sure. Just look at all of the skeletons.
Just kind of like lazily bring my hand up and try to shoot another Eldritch Blast at this guy.
You aim, you focus, keep one eye open.
What? There we go.
Oh, that was teasing at 20. As you fire. A long sigh.
Shit. You got this, Will. That's it.
It is going to swing at Defoe because Defoe was lecturing it. Silence, you small, infinite being.
Shit.
Ooh, 1 point away from a natty. Yeesh, that could have been scary. Defoe takes a hit to the face. Ooh, he stands. He stands tough. He like wipes away the injury and he just stands there beat up and bloodied with 4 HP still remaining. The creature turns around, looks across the way, reappears next to Wrath. You. Let us see if you have the strength of your smallest brethren. He goes to swing at you, almost certain in his own mind that he will make contact. And he is now testing on whether or not you will fall or stand tall like the ribbon.
Ooh, before that, I'm gonna use my reaction.
Okay.
Stone endurance.
Nice. What does that give us? You see the damage coming, and you just you embrace yourself as all of a sudden this very thick stone skin just and you reduce the damage. Give me some. You get to roll it.
Okay.
Just
It just says
roll it.
damage,
Yeah,
so
you can just roll. You can click it. It's because the verbiage says damage, so it automatically set it that way. Oh, nice! Wow. Yeah, dude. You take 2 points as you just see the stone pills. This looks deadly. Wrath looks like he's gonna go down. As you see Wrath just stand there and just dust and debris flies everywhere. It's almost as if a new escapade location just got hit by a helicopter overhead. And Pills, you go blind briefly as it kind of feathers out. And you see Wrath looking completely untouched from this point of view. Wrath has like a little trickle of blood coming from his like forehead area that he initially made contact, but otherwise looks like a boss to anyone else. And it just goes, It turns to look at Pills. I can sense the weakness in this one. And it doesn't even teleport. It just steps forward with its 3 other copies. And it stares at you with all of its features and just watches. And it casts its command.
Yes, command.
Mm-hmm. Defend.
Defend?
Defend.
Okay. Hold on. All right.
Nice. You hear the term defend pop into your mind, and you quickly just force it out. You just hear like a It ends its turn there. Give me an intelligence check, Pills. Sasha, what are you doing in the meantime? She looks
I'm
around.
moving to this creature.
Or he, sorry. Forgot.
Yeah.
He
and
runs up.
multi-type
Arrives.
my dice.
At advantage. Pills is on the opposite end. Go ahead, you can just roll again. 16
I
does miss,
click
so we
just
want
like a
something
normal.
higher. Yeah, this time you can
Doing
just
it again.
roll it again one more time, yeah.
Yeah.
He swings it. Nothing. Missing. You can go in for another attack then?
Yeah.
Pills, it confuses you. Defend. Why would it want me to defend? What was I defending?
Is this another advantage?
Yes, another advantage.
Okay.
Beautiful. Sasha finds the niche. And with that, he twists his blade. Give me some damage. Another little mirage disappears, now only leaving 3 with 2 of them being fake. Taking 5 points of damage. I don't know. I think Pills on the Beans are doing all the damage in this fight. That was a smooth move, though, Wrath. Oof. That was some solid play. Hazel.
Where is it? I'm casting Hunter's Mark on this guy.
You cast what?
Hunter's Mark.
Oh, got it. You got it.
And then I try to shoot it with my bow.
You mark it and you fire. Ding, 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 ding. Falls somewhere beyond.
Yeah, I guess I'm staying there and put on my bow. Bit disappointed.
God, you kind of put your bow back as if it wasn't you. You know, you look around the rest of the cave. You see, there is a couple corpses with bows. It was one of them probably finally let loose that finger. Death grip gives way over time. All right. Did you want to move? You could still move.
No, I'm staying there. Should be
Okay.
fine.
You got it. I love it. Should be fine. It's every adventurous last words. William Defoe, foe knows should be fine is never fine. They are Verbene. Verbenes are survivors.
How many daggers do they have? They have 2 daggers?
Yes. Unless you explicitly collect more. Up to a total of 8.
Yeah, he's gonna move there.
A 1 hits its ally.
Huh?
I don't know if we discussed this before, but if you guys do range attacks, a 1 hits a nearby ally.
I love it. Awesome.
Only if they're legit nearby.
I
Oh,
totally
go
went
ahead.
that way. So that's what he's gonna do. How many daggers do I have? Yeah, he's gonna chuck some daggers at this thing.
You got it. William Defoe.
I'm assuming it's the same because it's dexterity.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the exact same roll. Yeah, you just throw it at a range of 40, 60. Or 20, 60. 20, 40? I don't know, something like that. 20, 60. There you go.
Is this normal or advantage?
It would actually be normal if you moved 5 feet up.
Right.
Ding, 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 ding. Missing.
He's gonna chuck the second one.
He's like, oh. He like does like the bowler's curve look, and it looks promising in his eyes, and then ding, 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 ding. It was close, Pills. It looked. You give Defoe some credit. The second one was promising. The first one, he was just figuring it out. But now they are daggerless.
All right, Martin's already stabilized, right?
Correct.
Yep.
They're breathing nice and slowly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that'll be it.
Martin is calm. Miss Ellie. Telling Miss Ellie, why are they all running up there still? Like, Miss Ellie never understands chasing danger. They are the danger. Danger comes to her, she messes it up. But here you guys are.
I'm moving
Dying
there.
every time. She goes up there.
I'm
And
attack.
does her thing at advantage. It's all advantage. It's surrounded.
Okay. Let me see.
That one grabs 2 of the copies. One of them disappearing, dealing damage.
Nice.
Nice. For 13 points.
Don't you
Coming in
try
for the
to
bite.
wipe-
At advantage. There's only now 1 copy. Makes contact.
Oh,
Is now just the individual themselves. So they're just like, curious. Give me the damage.
okay.
Take 6 points of additional damage. Anything else from Miss Evan?
No, that's it.
Wrath. You see that Martin is safe and your allies have surrounded the challenger. What do you do?
I'm gonna. Is there space for me to run up to it?
Oh,
Can
yeah,
I
for
still
sure.
strike it from here?
Yeah.
All right.
advantage.
I will strike it with my lance, and if I miss, I'm gonna use guided strike.
Got it.
Uh,
Guided at 10.
yeah, plus 10. Advantage, is that correct?
Yeah, I was about to say this, and
Oh my
I was about to say double ones exist. You stab Sasha. Give me the damage. Yeah, you get I don't know, man. I was right about to talk about it, and it happened.
What are
Holy
the
cow.
odds?
Oh
I
my
was-
gosh!
I
I'm
swear to
just
you
gonna-
guys, in my head,
I'm just
I was
gonna
gonna
spin
say,
in my chair for now.
I swear, I was like, just so you know, this can still happen, and there it is, man.
Oh boy!
Oh my
Oh my gosh! That's just gnarly.
Oh,
Alright, I'm
man.
sorry, Sasha. Hopefully I poked
You
your
all
butt with
look
little
as
damage.
as you see Wrath just angrily going in ham for
Oh man,
moderate. It
I'm so glad I
doesn't
didn't.
kill him. Sasha's like
Oh,
looks at you confused and bewildering eyes. Looks
oh
at
my
all the rest of you.
gosh.
There is no trust issues. Sasha, he is terrified at this moment. Something that
There's no
Sasha
more.
doesn't
There's
trust
no
anyone.
more like blurry visions anymore. It's just the one guy left. How do you miss that?
There's it's
His hair. He
you know
he
it's a
moves his matted hair
lance.
out of his
It's
face.
just very compact space, not very optimal.
It
Trying to
was
get the
within the
spear
swing,
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just went right into Sasha on X. I'm sorry.
Oh, and Hazel wasn't even there. Oh, that's the best.
You rolled. You rolled at
Oh
advantage.
my
You got two
gosh.
nat ones.
This is not
And
my
so
day,
he hit
guys.
dead.
The miasma did
Freaking-
something to me.
Ah, man, Pills. It is now your turn. You are bewildered in what just occurred before you.
I'm just gonna cast mending next time.
Uh,
How much damage do I have? Oh, okay.
She took 8, or he took 8, but he's still standing. He has 7.
Yeah.
6 health left.
Hills will stab him with his dagger.
Pills is just like he takes a smaller knife that can't accidentally hit someone upon unsheathing and goes forward with it.
Roll
So
a one.
advantage. Is
At
advantage
advantage.
like is it a flanking roll?
Yeah, it's a flanking roll basically.
Okay.
Flanking is considered on opposite sides, not side by side, etc. So you go in, it dodges out of your way slowly as it looks at you. You are
I
quite
will
small.
use my bonus action to Misty Step away.
Mhm.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Under Hazel's breath, as she's nowhere to be seen. Nowhere near.
That's true. I'm already not.
You
Okay.
appear next to Martin and William Defoe's side, in front of Hazel.
What kind of action is it to drop a weapon? Is it a action?
It's free
bonus
action if you drop it from your hand. Like legit, let it
Free
go. You
action?
mean?
Yeah.
No, free for you. Yeah, if you want to. If it's your weapon and you're dropping it, free.
Okay. I will drop my dagger, my trowel dagger, next to William Defoe.
You got it. Ooh, William Defoe gets the big gun, huh? All right. Oh, let me go ahead and put that in his inventory.
I kind of give him the eye. I'm like, "That's for you."
Very nice. He just he gives you the thumbs up, the double thumbs up as he picks it up, and he's just like, he does a practice stab in the air. He does like 3 quick stabs. He puts it on his finger and finds the middle balance. Yeah, like these guys, they're little rogues. They know what's up. He's impressed. But boom. All right. That is now my turn. You guys are getting so close, but not close enough. I'm gonna roll d6 from top to bottom. Hazel's the only one not included because she's the farthest. Allie is 6, counting down. Wrath 5. Sasha is 3. Martin is 4. Pills is 5. Will Defoe is 6. You see the Forsworn look over you all. You feel this vibrance of eyes staring at each and every single one of you.
Oh no!
You see it
Mart.
spectrally pass through Wrath and Sasha's, I guess, closure. And it looks down at Martin. Perhaps we shall test all of your mental fortitudes. As he reaches down and just so softly puts his spectral hand through him. You see Martin. He has 2 failed death saves as he takes an immediate crit hit without being able to defend himself. He looks up. No, it must be slower. He rolls again. Martin is now not included. We are continuing the descent. 6 is now Hazel. He moves forward. It is now Bill's. Yes. That big, heavy eyes. A lackluster environment. You got so close to the artifact just to watch it rid you. As it raises its pole arm through you, like just more like a lightsaber going straight to the chest, and you feel this. Your just will prevents this force from pushing through you, as it kind of against you when he pulls his head back. Perhaps I'm being too generous, and you hear this more distinct voice, as if it's no longer blocked, and it faps to Miss Allie. And it swings high. And now with purpose, it goes in for an attack against Miss Allie. Allie's like, woo! As it misses, Miss Allie just throws her paws up. You see him just, impossible. As he states that, Sasha, he is up. Wow, that just totally went south for for the big bad. That was supposed to be dramatic.
Yeah, Sasha is moving up to him. Trying to do a multi-attack again.
See what happens when bad guys talk? It's always melodramatic after they try to hurt someone. If I just attacked you, you guys would have been dead, and then he would have been like, what, no speech? You know? Sasha goes in with a straight roll. Real quick. You could, Karina, move Sasha with the movement he has behind them to get the advantage. You can purposefully position yourself further. Yeah, there. Yeah, any on those 3 tiles behind them. Perfect. Since you have the natural movement, so you know, no point in cheating yourself the best roll possible. Unless, you know, there's bad guys and you purposefully don't want to go over there to get hit by other reasons. Don't ever let me force you into it. But in this case, this is absolutely going to hit. Sasha jumps in and does some good damage, hopefully. Let's get some damage in there. Nice, Max, doing 6 points. The rodents are doing way more damage than everyone else. Keep up the good work, Team Verbane. Oh, man, Sasha figured it out. He's just like, and he's just slashing away like a little Zorro artisan. Putting his initials in like the cape and rope that's kind of like directly before him. He gives a quick nod, and Hazel, you feel proud as he stares at you, and it is now your turn. You are inspired. You have a plus D8 to your next roll. You head onto the stairs for the first time.
Yeah. Wait, I'm still concentrating on Hunter Smart Radio. Take out my longbow again. Try to attack it. Or maybe not. Maybe not.
Off in the dark abyss of darkness, we wonder where it has landed.
I guess I'm moving a little bit more down the stairs again and a bit disappointed again.
You're like my son. He walks over and just stares at me. And if I have something, instead of using words, he just slunks away and then kicks something on the way out. And I'm just like, what happened? Like, what'd I do, you know? Oh, man. Poor Hazel. Usually you're the best roller, so this is rough on you today.
Yeah,
With the foe.
She's disappointed.
So is Martin back in death saving throws now?
Yeah,
theoretically, yeah. He has to now he has to re-stabilize, and he has 2 against him.
Okay.
Will use his team tactics bonus action
To help. Got it.
Can he stabilize
You
with help?
re-stabilize Martin. Yeah, he still has 2 saves against him, though, so he will die if he gets hit again.
Right.
But he's now looking a bit more beat. He's going to have a lot more bruises now. But you guys are doing what you can. This is some serious, ER out in the field triage.
And then Will move up I guess they move here. Is that going to be advantage?
Yep. That counts. Yeah. He goes up to his buddy Sasha and he's like, Sasha's like, he basically Will is showing off his spade real quick because they're very fast to communicate. And then Sasha's like, this is how you use it, and kind of shows him the little maneuvers he used to get 2 hits in a row.
So will attack him with a spade.
Ooh.
He's like, he pulls it out and he starts waving it in excitement. he's like, I got him. And you see like Sasha in the background, like a little cheerleading going on for 8 damage. Very nice. He's like, oh, man, can they do it? Another hit. He's just like, he turns around and is just like, rodents can't be my falling. As you see him just, he's hanging in tight, but he's still standing. He's not looking good. Oh, Martin. This is Martin's hopeful not end.
Well, he's stabilized. He's stabilized,
Oh
right?
yeah, never
Oh,
mind. He's
that's right.
stabilized. He's stabilized. He's good. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Woo, that would have been rough. Miss
Poor
Ellie.
Martin.
You're welcome, Martin.
Thank you.
Miss Ellie at advantage. If she misses these 2 attacks, danger could be upon us, folks.
She has advantage. Let me see what she can do. Come on, Ellie.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
Now,
get it.
question. Does Miss Ellie intend to rip him to pieces, or is Miss Ellie tackling to knock him out?
Oh, she'll rip him into pieces. She's a player.
You got it. She rips him into pieces. Give me the damage.
Fighting, she just wants to have some rest.
Fair enough.
You got it. For 9 points, it's just like, you then hear as the rats start stinking it. As they're like, you can imagine they're over here for Martin, and they're just like stabbing the hell out of it. Like the 3 true adventurers are watching their companions destroy a mini boss, or now 2 absolute unrecognizable shreds. Congratulations. You are now out of combat.
Woohoo.
You have survived. Oof. What do you guys wish to do now that a brief adrenaline rush comes to fade?
I'm for a long rest.
I'd like to. Is Martin? I forget what the deal is. If he's unconscious, but
he's at
not...
1. He would need to take a long rest to get to roll hit die to recover right now, or you guys can heal him in any kind of way if you can. 1 HP gets him back on his feet.
Okay. I think we have time to do some resting.
But he does have a point of exhaustion against him now,
right?
Because he went down twice.
Right. Okay. But he's at 1, so you can move around.
Yeah, he can still do stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if I could change. I'm gonna have to like turn these guys into like characters or something, because they don't have like exhaustion and stuff on their sheets because they were originally NPCs. Maybe I'll add it on there.
Immune. They have a feat against immunity to exhaustion.
That's the secret. Rodents. So you guys choose to just sit down and begin trying to start a fire down here?
Seems like it. I think so. We'll I'm gonna go through this guy's pockets first before Pills gets back from his exhaustion.
To check over its body.
Yep. I'm gonna be like, Hazel, come on. Before Pills comes back.
Pills like in a stationary state. Disconnected. Ready, player 1. As you guys rush forward, and both of you guys give me investigation checks as you search the body.
And as we do this, before he comes back, I'm just gonna take whatever I find, and I'm just gonna equally distribute it really quick.
Okay, let's see.
We just try to get all the stuff up before we're doing a long rest. from this guy. Also, like, see what he has. I mean, what he's.
Hazel is the first to find anything of unique importance. As you guys light a fire, let's put it right here. It's not that big.
Whoa.
Blows up the entire cave. Gas. You guys, natural gas is the thing.
We are all dead.
When the DM fails with the monster, he succeeds with the
Are we
environment.
we're rolling investigations here?
No.
Yeah, you can roll an
Yeah, we were just
you
trying to
can
look for
roll
the
an you
fire.
can roll an investigation as a fire gets started from the Verbines. Hazel swipes what they believe to be quite important and keeps it a secret in the meantime. Martin is brought over to its allies. Pills and Wrath don't catch any of it. Hazel, you leave a little for the boys. As Wrath finds some basic hard metal coinage. You don't recognize this at all. It is a different color than platinum, but looks platinum, but not platinum. It's not gold, but looks nicer than gold. It's real confusing to you, Wrath, but there's at least 100 pieces of this coin.
Huh.
Pills. You see Wrath find a little bag of coins. You imagine it to be money or some kind of, small trinkets of sorts, and you allow him to go about it. As you continue searching, and you do find what looks to be a couple scrolls. They seem to be written in a language you don't quite grasp, but there are 3 of them.
Oh my
And
god, I
then-
forgot we have other scrolls. Oh my god. We've had scrolls. Oh my god.
This is because Pips is exhausted. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He's just so tired. Oh, so tired.
We've had scrolls for like weeks.
Oh, really?
You forget it.
Was I even here for that?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay.
You did have, I
First
think,
I'm
3
hearing
scrolls that you never checked out before, but I think that would have been from the first session for sure. But yeah, it was still something that wasn't really too touched on you guys.
Mind word, chain lightning. Oh my god, chain lightning, command,
Mhm.
clairvoyance, wall of stone, pass wall, divine
Yeah,
favor.
see? Pills has them all.
Pills, you should share.
I totally
Sweet.
forgot about them.
No worries.
Else, he's greedy.
So, yeah, I mean, all of them except maybe clairvoyance, I would share. Like, if there any of them are ritual spells, Hills can add them to his book,
Oh.
and then he can use them, but only if they're ritual spells.
Is this like kind of the wizard thing?
It's sort of like a wizard,
Okay.
but it's like a special
It's a warlock.
pact.
Invocation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
No, from-
That's an interesting concept.
Wizards can add any wizard spell
But
to their
you
book.
can like exchange, like
Yeah, wizards
Except
can do
for
any
cantrips,
wizard
right?
spell.
Mhm.
Except for cantrips.
Well, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Cantrips don't count. Yeah,
Cantrips do
Okay.
count, but they cost the same as a first
as
level
a spell. Yeah, they give up. It's not like it's not like a cantrip for that. So it would always be a spell. Everything always has to be a cost if they learn it, basically.
Yeah, you can
Uh,
still learn it, but it costs you the
Okay.
same as a first level
Okay,
spell.
okay.
Oh, interesting.
This
But for Warlock Pact of the Tome, it can only be ritual spells.
okay.
Which is still very powerful
Yeah, still
because
cool.
there's a ton of ritual spells that are overlooked.
So-
Nonetheless, go ahead.
Get anything from this guy? Does she find anything?
Yeah, I'm very
Hazel,
interested to hear
yeah.
what you found.
Me too.
Hazel. You find a bag. This bag, however, has a little locket on it. It doesn't seem magical in nature, but it is locked. It looks like you can easily rip through the bag if you wanted to, but if you wanted to be more cautious, you could perhaps study the bag a bit or allow your companions to help you look over its unique natures.
Let me try and studying it first. If not, then
Do we see her grab the bag?
You see her with the bag in her hand, but you're not sure whether or not that came from anything or if it was hers to start with.
Does she look quizzical before she rolls? Does she look quizzical
Give me an
about
insight
it?
check.
I need to bump up my wisdom. Shit.
You're like in that
Working out
tired
for us
state
so
where
well,
like you're
Hazel.
staring, and as you're staring, you're just like drowsing out, like you're falling asleep.
Oh,
Your
no
head's kind
guidance
of
for
like
you.
bowing down.
No
Guys?
guidance. No guidance for you.
Guys?
No guidance for you.
On
So
the
what
gold
should I do?
coin or the coins that we got, Alex,
Yep.
are they similar to the coins that we got at the market from that one rabbit person?
You compare the two together, and you look, and you're
It's
like,
the electrum or whatever.
and you realize that they do have this kind of unique marking. However, the difference between them is that this has a much older look to it. It looks like it's like a older model, old mint.
Ooh. Wonder if he's killed 100 people for this.
Oh, it's on the points here.
I keep putting the item in your inventory, and it's not.
Do I need to
Showing
quit?
up.
Do I need to leave and come back?
Oh no, it's not you. It's Hazel's.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what's happening.
It's not the bag of holding, it's the bag of disappearing.
Oh, I see. It's because there's a special bag slot. Oh, it keeps going up there. Hold on. Let me take it out. There, I gave him like 1 million.
Here's one for all of us. Thank you.
Does anybody remember what the electrum was called? Was it called electrum or was it called something else? That was like the special.
Yeah,
currency.
it's the Derby currency, right?
hmm You
I don't
guys
know
could
if
call it.
it's specifically
You could call it
Derby.
trader's coin, or
Okay.
some sense. It wasn't any verbiage of Derby, but you can refer to it as the trader's coin. Like it's just like an understanding that this is a coin used on the black market. There's all kinds of different names for the most part, but overall, it is electric. Go ahead.
Chaz?
Chaz. Yes, Chaz was what it was. I wasn't going to remind you, but yes. Very good. That's actually named after another Haragon, ironically. But
Was it the
yes.
Chaz? Did anybody ever see the what was that? Charlie's
So
Angels?
bad.
The what?
Guys,
Oh no, it's Chad. Was it the Chad? Was that what it was?
are you talking about the movies?
What, Blue Mountain
Yeah, it was
High?
the Charlie's Angels movie with
The-
Tom Green. Tom Green was in it.
Was it the
I'm not
first
sure.
or the second?
I
Sounds
don't
very
know.
familiar.
Guys, the third now.
Is Tom Green in more than one of them?
I fucking know what Tom Green is right now.
Tom Green is not. He used to be famous when I was young.
I guess.
I'm the worst with names. I couldn't tell you.
It's Chad.
Anybody thought
It's
that?
Chad, unfortunately.
Was it Chad?
Yeah, with a D.
Damn.
Good memory, refreshed a little in that noodle. But yes, Chaz is the name of the coin. You would, or you can always refer to it as a trader's coin if you guys ever just kind of verbalize it to someone and not want to disclose it. You can say trader's coin in a covered up code speech. Just to favor the fact that spreading around Chaz is not the wisest communicative skills of payment. But you're deep down here, and you see that yes, Wrath, you do find about 100 old minted Chaz coins. Hazel, so the new system adds it as a bag because you find your bag in your inventory automatically, and it shows you the name, even though when you click to look at it, it tells you it's unidentified. So if you click to look at it, it'll tell you nothing because it's unidentified at this time. But if you wish, you can give me an intelligence check, and let's see if you discover anything about, or investigation, since you have investigation. Sorry.
Oh wait.
You can re-roll. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You put something in it and it disappears. It does not come back. In fact, when you open it, it almost kind of gives off this growl at you.
Guys? Do you know what this bag is?
Looks like a bag.
I put something in it and it's just like it vanished.
What did you put in it?
I don't know.
Oh, now you gotta decide what you stuck in it.
I'll pick up a rock and give it to her. Put this in it.
It's just put in a rock. That's good. That's just.
We'll say you put in a torch, so you lost one torch by chance. Yeah. I just sucked up half an alley. So you pop it on a rock, and you guys kind of hear this like growl as the item goes in, and then as she closes it and opens it again, you see nothing inside. Does anyone wish to reach inside?
I'll do it. And I'll just twiddle my fingers as I slowly reach in. And then I'll go.
Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. I apologize. A D100.
Oh, a D100. Ooh, it's the higher one I ever rolled.
You got to put your hand inside, and you guys see a scene of Jumanji, but in 10 times the speed. As Wrath gets sucked inside.
Oh no.
Wrath is gone. The bag is not any heavier. As you hold it, it almost feels lighter. You look inside, and there is no Wrath.
Explain.
Wrath.
What dimension?
Go ahead.
Do I know anything
pills.
about things? Do I know
Anything that
about
gets
the
anything that gets sucked into dimensional bag spaces, rings, or any other kind of vessel is never a good thing if you're living, because you usually can't breathe in such locations, or instantaneously get destroyed into a million pieces, or end up in limbo, which will destroy your brain into a million pieces, or it just gets worse and worse.
No. Am I in another dark place?
It's very dark. It is very dark, but you are in a limbo state of freestand. There's no up, down, left, right. You see yourself, but see nothing else. Do you try to get him out at all?
I still have a
The
rope.
Rabines walk up and they sniff.
Drop the rope. Drop the rope. He's got the stick of poking at me.
They're like
He got this
pointing.
Tie it on the crystal and drop it in.
Okay,
You get
I'm doing it.
What do you drop in?
A rope. We tie the crystal. We tie a rope around the crystal and drop the rope in.
Got it. The rope falls. Only the part you can see doesn't seem to be moving as it hovers over the black maw of the bag's entry.
Can I talk to it? Hello? Can you hear us?
As you speak through Wrath, you do hear something, a very ominous over the speaker, kind of like what was it? What is Chicken Little inside the alien ship, and you just hear, and then he's using the big voice, but you hear like a amplified kind of Hazel.
Cool. I'll reply. I can hear you.
You hear very far away. I can hear you.
Get me out of here.
As you guys now pay attention, the rope has been cut from where it is lying at the mouth.
So you did have a rope after all.
Rat sees a rope appear next to him. A pile. About 30 feet.
A lot of things could have been differently if we knew this.
You give me a strength save, Wrath.
They're doing whatever.
Yeah, they're saying that they could still smell him inside. They're just confirming he's still in there.
I'll just start swimming a little bit.
Inside out cabins.
I don't know, I can try it, but I just like...
Say that again, Wrath?
Just start swimming.
Got it. Well, you can give me a strength check, Wrath.
Oh, okay.
As you feel this pressure kind of squeezing you, like a compactor, an invisible compactor is like pushing you and the rope together and almost forcing you into an undesirable shape.
Uh-oh.
Things are not looking good. Wrath is starting to feel a bit of pain.
It's starting to hurt, guys.
You're like, it's hurting.
Yeah, I did it. I'll like kind of like try it and like maybe shake it.
We try to flip the bag inside out.
And
Okay,
shake it as it's
you
falling out.
right. You flip the bag inside out. As you flip the bag inside out, it gets quieter. You look inside the bag and it's now reversed. You can see the bottom. There is no dark maw of any sense. It's a normal bag. Wrath, give me a strength save.
Try something else. Why?
Put it back.
What's the fastest way
Put-
to access
put
your
the bag back.
character?
There
Actors?
is. I mean, if it's not on the scene, you can. If it's on scene, you can just click it on there. But you can also drag all of your things to macros. There is also a character hotbar I can reintroduce that gives you guys a HUD instead of the sheet. So I can try introducing that and see if you guys like that.
Okay.
But yeah, so Wrath, with that, you manage to just you kind of squeeze out, but now you feel like it's a little tight around you. Do you guys put it back to its original reversal?
Yeah, we flip it back.
When you flip it back, you see like the maw just.
You hold
And you
it
hear
and
this
that's
growl as it starts to like open up in the mouth, like the girth of it grows and enlarges as you see just shoulders pop, and then you see an arm, and then a head, and then Wrath is like pulling himself out of what would feel as if it was a creature's maw, but is just air in just very discomforting space as you guys see Wrath push himself out as you guys are holding the bag like at least 5 feet above the ground. He's like a clown yanking himself as you're trying to pull it down, and you guys end up just putting him on the floor, and he uses the floor as his leverage and gets himself out. As Wrath, you now realize that the air was thinning in there. Yeah, any longer, and you might not have made it out.
Phew.
Pills, go ahead and give me a history check. Oh yeah, you've heard of these. These are like the bag of holding, but the curse kind. They do the same thing, but at the end of every day, they destroy everything inside it.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, humans, so creatures they kill at the end of a turn if done in combat technically. So I gave you some time with those saves. You would have been dead sooner. But items are at the end of every 24 hour or dawn.
We should not reach in there.
Oh, really? I mean, yes.
I would agree. I think my luck has run out today, and we probably need to rest soon. Oh, look, there's a fire, and I just start walking away.
No, that fire is your guys' camp.
I just start walking away.
It
I'm
burns
like,
blue
I have no more
because of-
luck today.
Yeah.
I sit next to Martin.
Desperate need of a long rest.
But you guys choose to take a long rest down here?
He is tired of rolling at disadvantage on his ability checks.
Oh, question, DM.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Since Pills knows that this is a cursed bag of holding, would he know how to take things out of it?
If there is
Or would Pills know that there is no taking things out of it, and it's not really cursed? It's not.
Pills, you would assume that the story goes that it works the same way a bag of holding is. They just say it's the cursed version because it's short term, like it's broken. You know, They just say it's cursed because usually people who have it are usually really bad people. Like you don't find one because like, oh, look what I bought at the store. You know, like they're usually destroyed because they don't work. So someone keeping it around means they were doing usually nefarious things with it due to its nature of skills and abilities. And they're not very commonly found.
There's a lot of useful things we could do with this.
For example?
I take the body and I put it in there.
Yes, disposing of bodies. I'm not saying I do that regularly. I'm just saying if we were in a position to have to do it.
Do you want to keep trying to taking it? I don't want to.
I'll hold it.
Pills, I would say that There is no known way of retrieving the item placed inside from the bag. But there are rumors that those who originally wheeled the bag know where the items go.
Well, we can still drop dead bodies in it.
This is everyone's evidence removal dream.
The
The Verbeens
Possession.
are like looking with their heads. I mean, they were all thieves in nature. They love the idea of a dumpster bag.
Zombie in the bag.
I mean, man, talk about a way of
Hey.
handling the tough to kill creatures.
Now we know where to put Mr. HOA.
Knock knock in the bag.
So you guys are what is it, lock, shock, and barrel? Trick or treat. Pop it into town.
There's a lot of good things we could do with this bag.
So are you guys choosing to take a full long rest here in the cavern?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, what is going to be the watch order?
I'll go first. Everybody seems to be tired.
I will go last.
Okay. I'm just, what, 4 hours?
Yeah, you're enough.
Mhm.
So you have your trance.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So yeah, that's perfect. Hazel will go second, and then Pills can just pick it up at the end of it, as Hazel doesn't have to focus on it on their own. So, you guys come to a best of you can bedroll situation deep down below. Each of you look at the glows of the crystals, and you realize that everything here just stayed the same after this creature was slain. It leaves you all to wonder whether or not this was his home, or was he passing through like you? Who knows? They all
really-
go to sleep and go ahead. What's up, bro?
Okay. I guess
No, go for it,
I'm
go
not
for it.
sure how long rests work when we're outside, but if we get attacked, just wanted to say while we were having all that discussion, I still have my hit die from the short rest because I
Mhm.
haven't taken one yet.
You
So
may
I'd
take
like
it.
to.
Go for it.
Perfect. Just in case. Little CYA.
And yes, long rests outside absolutely can cause ending combat. Often, with some of my players, they usually try to fight it as much as they can on their own because they like to be a hero at night, which is always a bad idea. And kidnapping happens often. A lot of kidnapping. So I'm really good at kidnapping soloists.
How do I do the
Hit die
short rest?
on
I
short
see
rest
it.
on top right.
I see it. Thank you. Roll.
Nice. Little something.
So if are we taking a short rest before
So
our long
he's
rest?
he's trying to expend his hit die prior to because he's technically not taking his long rest yet because he's on watch. So while you guys are sleeping, it's resetting for you guys, but for him, since he has yet to initiate his long rest that way because he's still on watch, it is not.
I'd like Martin to join me too, and he hasn't done long or short rests yet.
So he would only get one hit die because he is coming out of an unconscious state.
Okay. What die do
So
I roll?
for Martin, it will be a D4.
All right, Martin.
Nice. He's hanging on.
100% more.
He's like crying, but he gets up. He gets a stick and he uses it to help him just kind of limp around with you on watch. With that, I will make it a little easier on your roll. But do you do like a patrol, or are you just kind of stand around like a lighthouse?
I think I'll do a little bit of a patrol.
Okay. What's the extent of how far you go patrol away from your party?
Not too far. Probably like
I'm gonna need some 50. That sounds good. 15?
30,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. 20,
So
30.
not
We're
too
getting
far.
higher. 50, 60.
No, not
180
that
is the farthest I've stolen someone from.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You're gonna stay closer. Okay. So you go about let's say 30 or so feet. You can choose whether to do a perception as you're actively just using your eyes to depend on things in the dark shadows, or if you're depending to hear things as a threat, or you can use your survival to use your senses, your full senses, your smells, the tingles of the direction of airflow, etc. But you may decide.
I will probably use survival.
You go about your patrol and you notice that there's a couple different pockets in which air flows. It's almost as if vents are coming from above, providing what it is you guys are breathing now. It would also explain the density and why it feels a bit heavier too. Outside of that, you see probably about 60 to ranging from 60 to 90 feet of different pockets in the ceiling. You do see slight movement as large boulder-like creatures ever so subtly reposition, whether it's for comfort or view its hopeful praise below. You feel safe as your party is large, but you keep a watchful eye anyway. A little bit more time passes, and I need Miss Ellie, Pills, and Sasha to give me wisdom checks.
I like how during the idle moments it just really focuses on someone's face.
No. Oh, for them.
Yeah.
I know, that is cool. I didn't used to do
It's
that
pretty
before. I like
comical.
that.
A look of a stern look comes over his face and it just zooms in.
Oof, they almost all got tense. Sasha has a nightmare in their sleep as Sasha got stabbed by their ally and they are having trust issues. He is not happy. Sasha's like holding on to the wounded spot and everything, just like cuddled up in the fetal position. Miss Allie's like, and Miss Allie's having nightmares about why her party is always walking into danger when she thought that she was the dangerous thing around. And Pills, what are you having nightmares about?
I think we both know.
Do share.
You know.
Pills version. The Pills
You
version
know.
is the deep
many pills.
longing within of just a blighted exhaust. Pills looks like he's suffocating in his sleep as it's as he tenses and sweats a cold sweat. Otherwise, he is okay, but Wrath, you see all this as you go to wake Hazel.
All right. I'll wake her up and then I'll say, Hazel, it's your turn, but keep an eye out on those creatures. And I kind of point out the creatures by the vents.
Immediately, you look up, Hazel. Yeah.
Familiars don't sleep, right?
Correct.
So
as long as you are considered conscious in your rest, they stay awake. Or active would be the term, if they can do so at that time.
So can Charles just be constantly on watch?
Yeah, if you wish to choose so. Yeah, not everyone does that with them. A lot of people roleplay their companion as a companion, but you could absolutely have Charles as a sentry 24/7 around the clock. As long as you can keep it up and cast it and have no reason to drop it.
Yeah, I think while we're sleeping out of the home, that would probably be.
Now, keep in mind, they do have an HP of 1, so a rock can totally pluck it out of the air. Not the first time I've done it, but things like that. They're still like natural. That so basically they'll do a survival check. As they're normally keeping watch, and if they roll a 1, they're distracted. Sometimes there's like an obstacle course, or there's like some crazy adventure they go on, and they tell you all about it, but they're distracted and someone steals your shit at the night. You know what I mean? Doesn't always end up in them being killed or disappearing, but it just RPs into another scenario altogether. So there's always a save, but they can absolutely be involved in all this and give you their own version of the report. So maybe one of your players are lying to you about what happened, and Charles tells you their version, which is the truth. Definitely handy.
Okay. I think while we're in potentially dangerous places, I would have him
as a sentry. Okay.
Yeah.
Charles is absolutely aware of the loopers on the ceiling, but they are way too far. They don't just fall from the ceiling like spiders. So Charles is watching them, but does not see them as a potential threat at this time.
Yeah, so I'll point
Hazel wakes
out
up
to
and looks up and sees the same creatures. Hazel, you're familiar with these creatures. You understand that they are about isolating their victims. You know, as long as someone is able to alert your entire pack, they will not dare getting close, as they are not quick enough to surprise you all, at least. But it is something for you to remember. You
as I
take your
pointed up
watch.
to her before
Mhm.
she looks back down at me. I'm already like in bed sleeping.
Got it. Hazel, what do you do during your watch?
I'm kind of moving around, but not too far, maybe 15 feet at most. And always like constantly looking up there, seeing what they're doing, this creature. If they're
Okay.
doing something.
So you also may choose a perception or a survival, depending on how you feel you'd be using your skills.
Ooh.
As you listen carefully, you hear rocks off in the distance, far along what would be some tunnels or maybe even hopeful passageways. But overall, you hear Wrath eating watermelon as he's having a midnight snack before fully sleeping. And then he closes his eyes quickly as if he has no intentions of sharing. And you go about the rest of your watch. You pick up everything. No one sneaks anything past you. As, you know, there are ways up ahead. But do you wish to go further down? Or do you wish to find a way out? You contemplate these things on your own briefly until you feel time has swayed and go ahead. Any self thoughts you wish to have?
No, just walking. Maybe trying to stay close to the group if there is something that I can wake them up, but
Okay.
walking
Pills
much.
is slumbering quite swell at this second phase, but it is time to wake him as it is now his turn to take on the watch.
Yeah. It's your time now.
Shit. Well,
As every Monday wake up begins.
I'm also like kind of pointing out over there that Ralph discovered something, but nothing happens, and he should just keep an eye on it.
Pills, you're like, oh yeah, loopers. Yeah, they only attack you if you're by yourself. I knew I'd be fine.
Yeah, so then don't go far away.
I'm not going back.
No, I mean like also
He's over here like already
whatever.
chalked and ready to mountain climb.
Am I still exhausted, or am I?
No, your exhaustion is removed. You're sore, but you know, as any man would be.
Yeah. I will. I'll go as far down as like the second step here, and then I'll kind of move around the camp area, keeping an eye.
Go ahead and give me a Arcana check. Continuing with the Jumanji theme. Dudump, 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 dudump. Something from the corpse lying at the top of the stairs draws you to what it was that was brutally slayed to a pulp by your fellow companions. Something covered by the remains lies beneath it. Whether you dip into the mess is up to you.
It's Phil's. Of course he does.
Pills forgoes the gloves this time and jumps right in and begins to part until he finds the pool, the beat, the thing inside. And it was once most likely in the pocket of one of the robes. clearly magical, a journal, unscathed by any of the actions that occurred. Even the blood and guts left remaining or falling off. You notice that the guts have this unique tint to it. Not blue because of the introduction of oxygen, but blue as if previously corrupted. The journal on the front of it says, "The never-ending journey." And on the very bottom, it says, "All of us." You immediately feel this pull, like this, as if you were connected to it from avatars before. All great relic hunters have once come across such old and ancient magic. You hear your patron, sorry. How did you describe your patron before? Like in the way their attitude was toward you?
I don't remember if I use specific words, but very obviously conniving. And then I mean manipulative, conniving.
Where was his disposition with your friendship? Would he play you more, or would he play you more into danger, or play you more into favor? Your decision.
Oh, it's tough to say. Whatever would benefit him the most.
And it was Zephyr, right?
Zero.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Zaref. Sorry, Zaref. Sorry,
Zaref,
Zaref.
yeah.
You hear the familiar. "Oh, Pills, you did it! Finally, something! Oh, do you smell that? Do you smell it? Oh yeah, I do. It's definitely you. You should definitely bathe a bit, Pills. This is not good for your nature. Deep down, underdwellers, you gotta be as nice as the relics you had me. What's in your grasps? Do read."
Read it?
Well, I can't see it. I can only feel it. The riches, the offerings. I can taste the hands that have passed it on. The magic it's combined with every single imprint. I might let you even hold on to it a little longer to leave yours.
Feels like that. I
What?
kind of crack it a little bit just to see what's kind of going on there.
As you pop it open, you see these beautifully silky sheets. It's as if it was a plasticide vellum. And as you move it up and down, it makes no noise. No mini, it's just silence. Almost as if it was truly a mesh, broken into very, very high DPI resolution at like a 2000 count with almost no drippage if fluid were to go over it. Though there'd be openings, it would just capture it all. You sense all this just by touching the cover and opening to the first page. It has life, it has feelings, it has emotions. This book wants to show you something. You can choose to fail or make a wisdom saving throw.
I think Pills would just be. I don't think he would be resisting.
You hear echoes and ahs and screams and cries, calls and calls and victorious laughters of so many before you when they first found this book. But the capture of your voice was, "You want me to read it?" And you hear that tack on to a history of eras that have passed, not necessarily willingly on the book, but nonetheless to its next wielder. Your good buddy Zaref. "Hey, let's just say this. That other one I gave you, put it inside."
He pulls out the tome from the back of the tome and tries to put it inside this other book.
As you go to present it to it, it almost shrinks and chops up into small little leaflet pages of individual spells that you have collected so far and stored, and comes into contact with this book. And originally, your pages are like this corrupt kind of dark putrid energy, and as it comes into contact with this book, it kind of puts its roots in to the first page, and you see a small brittle deformation come over the spine. But otherwise, take your pages in acceptance. They still stand in their own original dark, crusty, stained of disdain parchment, but they now reside in this now pristine book. And as you now move the cover open and closed, you hear the crustiness of your pages present themselves when you open and close it. The beauty of its silence now gone, but functions still well. Let's just see what it does. Stick around with it. If it begins to hurt you, well, you know how to deliver. Oh, and try not to let your friends get into this agreement. I want something one of them have. We could be generous about it. We'll wait until we see something better that I don't need, that we can offer them. And then you feel this disappearing feel as if you were now yet again alone in this cave.
They're just kind of thumb through the book.
You will, as of next session, have a new ritual spells never before seen to Pills' eyes available to you. But you see a filter of collections of minds previously who have held this tome with their own different handwritings. For some reason, even in different languages on each page, you could understand them. As you look at them, you're like, I do understand it. Immediately, AZEREP has done you the favor of attuning you to it during this passing of time, this rest period. So you do not have to take your own time to do so. You're already attuned to it. It is considered your pagatome with an upgrade. Everything in which I'll be providing to you before next session. Your watch comes to an end as you feel... Go ahead.
Before people wake up, I kind of just tuck it away.
You got it. At some point, you may have to explain the tome because it is not much prettier now. But otherwise, it is nothing of unusualness for you to use. Time comes and you feel this sense like... You see Miss Ellie giving off their animal instinctual awakening from the daylight hour rising above, as you see the rest begin to wiggle to the sense of Miss Ellie's vibrating yawn through the caverns. You all have a decision to make as the rest begin to wake up. Do you find a way out, or do you go further in?
Ooh, we're all rested.
I'm gonna go get
now.
a beer while you guys wake up and have your "we feel better" talk. Don't forget to trigger. Oh, you already did the long rest. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Shift the reds. And with Ellie, I do this.
Well, let me figure it out for this first. So long rest is the camp icon. Rest.
Yeah, but the red.
And then, just let me figure it out. This first.
I don't think there's a button for them.
Saves. Well, so he's already got full hit points here, and I mean that's pretty much all he needs.
Yeah, I think
Just
I'm just
top
gonna
it.
change it to top it off.
They don't have any spells, right? Well, they don't have any spell slots.
Yeah, not right now.
Will has a cantrip.
Martin has mending.
Right. Will has prestidigitation.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys want to go scramble around, explore this area a little bit more? I'm down.
Well, shit, we just did a long rest. Ready to go?
Yeah. Let's find this artifact.
If we
Wrath
didn't
doesn't
find
want
it
to.
already?
Wrath doesn't want to return back to home without finding this artifact.
Hey, question. Is not the how is it called? The apprentice? Did he not jump down with us?
Oh yeah, what happened to the apprentice? Also,
Oh, he
Look,
didn't
feel
cast
like
any
somebody-
magic the whole entire time.
he didn't do shit. There's somebody down here.
Yeah, there is some.
That's the
down.
apprentice, I think.
Oh, is it? It's got a red
Yeah,
box.
because he threw him
Oh, yeah,
down,
it
but
is
then he
apprentice.
didn't. He probably just
Okay.
forgot. There's a lot of NPCs going around right now.
That makes sense.
Right, the apprentice.
That might have made the fight a lot easier.
Easier fights? What?
We were just realizing that the apprentice wasn't part of the fight.
Mm.
I think
pokes
he's
his head
still
out.
standing down there.
Hello. Oh, I was just hiding behind this crystal and fell asleep when you all did. I really just didn't have any intentions of doing whatever it is you all crazy ones did. You just said come down here.
Useless.
Oh, I'm surprised the loopers didn't get you. Sleeping
Well, they're
so
way up
far away
there.
from us. Oh, watch out behind you!
No ceiling. He's like, yeah, he looks up. Yeah, he's like 90 feet ahead above him. He's like, "Well, I just, MCP loopholes." You just
Oh boy.
rare and, far between, but I found that one.
I think we plan
as well.
to continue exploring.
Ooh, dangerous.
We're not scared about what you threw at us, DM. Just kidding. Bring it on.
So, I have a way of naming things in my maps where if people like to go further, instead of me making a fun name for it, I just always put deeper within. It's just like that's all you're ever doing, like no one ever says what's the name of this cave we're in. So I just don't even bother naming them anymore, and I'm just like, all right, they want to go further. I do have names for all of them, fun fact, but purposefully, I just, because you guys could technically see the names of all the maps, I just don't even I just mask them with whatever it is you guys' decisions are now, because it just is easier for me to remember where you guys are. On the top left, there should be a little arrow next to the foundry icon that's either pointing down or up, and it should be toggle navigation.
Yeah.
If I have a map available to you guys to switch to, it'll show you the full details of it in the name and all that. But I'm good about hiding most of them. But sometimes, like if it's a map you guys should be able to go to anytime, I'll make it accessible, etc.
Because Brandon was afraid and was hiding behind the crystal and fell asleep.
You guys call pills chicken.
No, I was just simply not wanting to die, and I just knew that it was a horrible idea to do that. You guys, you're insane.
I feel so refreshed.
That was a good rest. These crystals are pure Fey-res, did you know? I definitely feel recharged laying next to one of them. In fact, he puts his hands out and they have a nice lively spark to them. I feel full of energy. As he says that, the rest of you all also feel a little pip in your step.
Do we feel glitters? Let's kind of glittery.
You don't feel glittery, but you feel... Well, Wrath, do you cast spells at all? Yeah, duh, you're a paladin. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I always feel like you're a barbarian, just based off your character picture. Yeah, anyone that can cast a spell can cast it at one level higher at no cost.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, shoot.
Does it actually do anything?
While we're in this whole entire area, or do we have to be by a rock?
No. That's the benefit of you guys sleeping there.
Oh, okay.
In general.
So we got, cancer.
We've got, radiation. Yeah. So you guys, my understanding is you guys wish to go further.
Yes.
Into the deepest, darkest parts of the unknown. There is a
if you put it like
location
that, then
that there is seen no man for some time. You guys get up from your rest and head down just a bit. You see what looks to be a very clear, large tunnel that all of you were able to come to understand while on your watch. Above it, now rested and calmed, you notice that it has big carvings upon it, giving off some kind of message of sorts. You may all attempt to decipher it with the languages in which you know, as it seems to be a mixed dialect of unknown language. Or you may cast a spell to make it very simple to understand if any of you have the means to do so.
I unfortunately gave up my understanding all written language evocation.
The Verbeens like they're like talking amongst themselves, trying to figure it out, and none of them know because they only speak 2 languages, but they're just still discussing it, and as their little community type styles of communication do. By the way, can you make sure Martin's health is refreshed? I did not.
I did.
Perfect. Okay, I just didn't want to beat poor little Martin.
I do have a question. My hit die did not fully recover.
So you only get
Mine
half
too.
of your hit die back per long rest.
Oh, that's new. Okay.
That is a cool rule. That's the game mechanics itself, not me.
Wow. Well, sorry,
Uh-huh.
that's new information for me.
Oh yeah, no,
No, I
totally
know.
fine. Yeah, no, I always loved delivering the good news.
Hmm.
Yeah, welcome. But it was still smart for you to use the one that you had in the event that you got into a conflict. That was a very, very, very smart survival tactic. That's very rarely that I don't often see in a player. So that was cool. But yes, that is the technical
You
mechanic.
may or may not see that from me anymore. Just kidding. Just kidding.
And never again.
So, in the absence
Go
of
for it.
full understanding of what's written here,
You
can
can
I
make an
look at
insight
it
check.
and get a sense
Insight.
of what insight?
Yep, you can definitely attempt to gut it.
Oh, come on.
Wrath is like, that's bad news. Anything with a lot of scripture that's large in any paladin journalism is bad news. Pills. You hear Wrath saying bad omen or something along those lines, and you kind of do like an unaware agreeing and nod,
What
but
the hell?
it wouldn't be carved if something very, very intelligent didn't have something
Was it-
awesome
did you
down
just
there.
put exhaustion on yourself?
Cool.
No, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, you've given yourself 5 levels of exhaustion.
Oh
What?
yeah, who's dying? I need to know. Point them out to me.
These
Apprentice?
dots here.
Just kidding.
These dots.
Did I
These
click on
dice
that?
killed her?
Oh,
I'm pretty
Whoa.
sure if you get like all the way, you just
oh,
die.
it could be maybe. I was actually more looking.
Nice. Love it. Did you haven't long rest, Hazel,
Did
because
you
you don't
long
have max health.
I did long rest, yeah.
Don't why is your health not max?
No. Click the camp. Click. You have to click this.
Yeah,
Click it,
I did this.
and then you have to click rest.
I did it up here. It's here.
Okay.
You just take a long rest.
All right.
Let's you try it now. Let's just make sure it's working. Now you're
No,
full.
it
Okay.
doesn't matter, it does.
Yeah, but your health didn't go up.
Now it did. So we should be good
Yeah.
now. Okay. So you guys see this awesome scary sign above. And you guys gut check it, and you all feel that it is totally gonna be fine.
I didn't try it. I will also try it. What was
Oh,
this
but yes,
one?
you may try. Yes,
Which
it
one
was
is
a
it?
insight check. Insight. Super, super, super dangerous.
You really want to go there? It's not that secure. Safe.
Well, we're already here.
Maybe there is another way out here. I mean,
You
I
look
didn't
around.
want to come here. Raph just fell into this.
No, this is why we came out here.
Someone just
We
take some
just took-
damage.
We
Ah,
took the
there
short
it is.
way.
Yeah. Is there so do we see any pathways by any chance?
Yeah, it's straight ahead of you, underneath this massive this text.
Ah, danger. I think we could continue forward. Everybody's pretty healthy.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah, I agree. This is probably put here by that one guy, and look what happened to him afterwards.
You don't know that.
He ended up in your bag.
I mean,
Did
We
you
have
say
to possess what's inside here, Hazel. Come on, we're the popos.
after you?
You guys continue down a very long corridor. You hear up ahead all kinds of noises. Particularly, one of them is very clear to you all. Water. It's like a whoosh, as if it was running in a specific direction, and it is echoing through halls. Up ahead is not a direct route to water. You can hear it bouncing off of whatever it is reflecting from. As you finally hit the final descent of stairs. And immediately before you, you see multiple cavities that lead in all kinds of different directions. One of them immediately to your right has a odd, multicolored glow reflecting continuously as if being emitted from some kind of particular given subject. There is copper in the air. For those of you who do not have dark vision, it is pitch black outside of the light that would come from here at the base of the stairs. Those of you with dark vision see 5 skulls embedded in the wall, all of them menacingly staring at the stairway, except the one immediately to your right, staring away at the direction you enter. What do you wish to do?
Do those
Carl?
lights look familiar to you, Pills?
Do they?
You're from
do
the
they seem-
Underdark.
I mean, I don't know. Okay.
Oh, sorry. From
Um,
down under.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say off the top that any just flickering light comes off as a this is what I am. Boop, 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 Morse code. Decipher. Super dangerous. Run away from me. I think it would say, "Come closer."
I would think it says there's a party over there, I think.
I think that they do a party down here.
well, we have two. We have Charles.
Ironically, all 3 of you guys have dark vision, so there shouldn't be any issues except the rest of your party.
That's
All the
good.
Verbines and the let me see. Do the Verbines have dark vision? They don't have dark vision, surprisingly.
What the heck?
Yeah, they don't, and that's the sheet itself. Yeah.
Alright, I'll take Martin's hand and I'll hold it.
Sasha is sitting on Al's back.
Damn. that's
Yeah, Al
wild.
can smell you, so Al would follow you by their perception, their
Yeah.
nose. They can absolutely follow you. But yeah, I had no idea. I just checked right now. I was like, wow, why do I have them? I mean, not why do I have them in the dark cave? You guys went down there, but I was like, for a team that actually has all dark vision is impressive because all my other teams are blind, but one player, only one player could see in all of them, and I love it because they always mislead the rest of them. But the rest of you guys see all these little skulls and stuff, and you guys are in here. Who takes the first step further in? You guys are at the foot of the stairs.
I would send Charles to go investigate the room with lights.
Charles flies through. Ooh, did Charles not translate here? You could pull them from the actor and drag them to the screen. Perfect. You could fly him in and get a report.
Oh man, I thought that was the scorpion.
They go in. As they do, immediately, Charles, red alert. You hear red alert before anything else gets a chance, because first, a tongue flies out. Charles. Got it. Something dangerous? You guys all hear this massive roaching around as you just imagine a very large bellied ambient like creature ahead. It does not make any sense of moving noises other than its bellow.
Well, there's definitely something in there. That seems hostile.
Okay. Do you want to fight it, or do you want to
I'm
go
intrigued
back?
as to what's in there.
I can go first if you want me to.
Let's just look,
Wrath
take a peek.
takes
Yeah.
a quick peek. Give me a perception check, Wrath.
All right, quick pee. A quick pee. Perception.
Pills, you could do the same thing down your hall. Wrath, you see you see like a third of what you absolutely believe in your gut to be a huge toad. And toads are sliming little. This is massive. Pills, your side looks real safe compared to what you're hearing from Wrath. But Wrath, go ahead and describe it in your
As I peer over, I'm just like, do you guys remember the toads that we saw in town? At all? Well, this one's probably like basically multiply it like my size, like the pills to me size of a toad.
Wrath, you also understand that this entry point is small enough for you to squeeze through. Miss Al would not make it through, neither would the toe make it out.
So then I wouldn't be able to squeeze in either.
You could. Miss
Okay.
Ellie couldn't.
Okay.
Like, basically, Miss Ellie couldn't get in, and the toad, assumably, couldn't get out at least that way. To your understanding. Based on the size and this opening.
We might want to avoid it, unless we're just looking to take home some meat for Miss Ellie with this frog.
Like
What do you guys want to do?
frog?
Yeah, does she like frog? I hear they taste like chicken. Do they have chicken too?
Slimy is all you hear Miss Ellie say.
We'll just cut away the skin. We'll grill up the legs. There's like chicken legs.
It's just a toad. We can handle a toad, right?
After you.
Do you have any knowledge of toads in the underground? From down under?
Do we have particularly large and threatening toads?
All toads are hostile. The threateningness is the numbers. If there are more of you than it, if you are stronger than it, and if it doesn't get any lucky shots off of you, but it could swallow 3 of you. Maybe 1 Wrath, but naturally for your size pills, of your kind, it would be like 9 of you against it because 3 of you for sure would be inside fighting from with it. It wasn't a one-on-one thing. Wrath, I'm not saying he can't, but for large people like Wrath, don't go fighting toads down here.
Okay.
Or I've never been down here for any reason to fight toads.
Maybe we can just avoid it.
Look through the other room first.
Huh?
We can look through the other rooms, see if there's anything interesting in those.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so which way do you guys wish to go? The toad cannot bother you guys because it cannot exit from there.
Do I not see what's going on right here at this time?
You see a hole. You can walk up and check it out. I mean, it's not like it's walking to you like magical sticks from a hole. It's just a hole. As you get closer, you see a massive hole with pikes at the bottom, meant to stab many, though no one seems to have... There's no prey inside. Nothing has befallen this trap. It doesn't look like it was a trap, or it was and it was avoided. It's hard to say. There are stairs, though, leading up.
I see some stairs leading upwards over here, but just make sure if we go up here, we just don't fall down the stairs into this trap.
We just look inside the
As
eyeball of the skull.
oh, you look through the eyeball of the first skull. As you do, you hear "Go back." All 5 of them have this unison kind of surround sound. D from PlayStation, if you've ever played it, referring you to not venture further. But Pills, you continue to investigate, and you see that there is a beautiful looking crystal in the mouth of this one. And as you look to each of them, in the mouth of each of them, you can attempt to reach for it.
I kind of turn my back to the skull and back up towards it and reach my hand back in there.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Nice.
You get your hands onto it. As you do, you hear "Go back," and you feel this pressure collapse like Indiana Jones, but just on your arms as you go to pull it back. Give me a con save as it goes a clamp down.
Did I get the crystal, or is the crystal still there?
Yeah, it's in your hand. It's in your hand, but can you get your hand out?
Oh,
You got in with super smooth skill. Now can you get out just as smoothly?
I guess I will try and shimmy my hand around to see if I can find a free spot.
Go ahead and give me a con save as you go to try to do a weird angle to slip it through and get this item out. You find a pinch and you are forced to let go of it to get your hand out in time. You see the ball just like 3 inches from falling out with you as your arm is like, oh, that not totally messed up, just more like a scrape, but you're like, that could have been a break. Absolutely could have been a break. But you got it out in time. The ball. Danger ahead. Don't go that way. Not that way. That way is key. They all speak in unison again.
That way is key.
Which way is that way?
We are all away of that way.
Sounds like it's telling us not to go through any of these paths. I mean, it did just say turn back anyways.
So, okay, let's slow down here. There's a skull at the front of each of these.
Yeah.
So here, I'll circle it just to make, or I'll put a little light just to make it clear where they're at. So one here, one here, one here, one here. This one's a bit-
Should we get all the gems from all the mouths?
Well, Pills didn't even get the first one, so he risked his hand in that one. I mean, it's possible he almost got there, but it was a risk.
Did it open back up or no?
That one has not.
Oof.
Do we see any of them that don't have a skull? So there's one next to
They're
the
all
front.
skulls. They're all the
One
same
next to
skulls, varying in size. But yes, there's one leading. There seems to be one next to every entry.
While we're down here, can I cast detect magic or start preparing detect magic as a ritual?
Sure.
That shouldn't take up a spell slot, right?
Nope. As a ritual, you take it just 11 or whatever minutes. It's like 10 plus the spell level, so or 10 seconds. I don't know, something weird. But yeah, just about 10 minutes. As you're doing that, Pills, and Hazel, any deductions you wish to try to make in this ritual casting time?
Wait a minute. What is he doing?
So They're all looking in specific
Um,
directions.
Wrath. Just to clear, all the skulls are magical. The gems inside are magical also. The skulls,
What do you need to touch them?
I mean, I
I
could
have to look
reach
at the
it.
skulls because I always forget. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I got my hand on it, but then the mouth.
I have this gloves. Touching magical items provides advantage against all saves. Maybe I should try it?
What if
You
next
can
time we
try it
just
on a
use
different one.
Yeah.
if next time we just
But
use a
this
stick
one's
to
still
just
closed.
poke it out?
I don't know how. Okay, so.
It is something you have to pull out because it's already all the way in the back of its maw.
Yeah.
He was able to pull it, and he was kind of moving. So his hand fit through freely through the mouth because it's massive. But the object itself, he was puzzling through with his hand fitting through freely as it was kind of closing on him, and he couldn't puzzle it out in time without getting his hand out safely. So he pulled his hand before he lost something.
Puzzling.
Chance.
So do the schools tell us anything though? Right? Does the direction?
I mean, so what are you asking then? Oh, like just looking at them, you mean?
Yeah, just looking at them.
Give me an investigation at advantage as you're slowly putting together a bit more to it. The faces are all facing a tunnel, but not their own.
Yeah.
Are they all facing one tunnel?
No, they're all facing a
Well,
different
no.
each
So like this one is
individually. So
going this way.
I see.
Can you guys all see my?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where is this? This guy is going here. This guy is going, I'm assuming, this way.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going,
Straight.
I don't know, straight?
Yeah.
Could be going the other way too.
So I'll try to draw little lines for you. Here. This one technically would be pointing in favor of this direction. For its full disposition. Mind you, this is a map, so I can only do so much editing.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing all this, I guess, yeah, I would think we should go look at this way.
Do we want to take the gems or try to take the gems?
I don't know what the significance of taking them would be. Pills just wanted to steal it.
I'm just wondering because they are magical.
Pills,
if they're
yes, sorry, to get to the magical point, since you did do detect magic. Well, Pills took the time to figure out the views. Pills imagines that the direction they're not looking is the safer route. Not saying anything's ever safe down below, especially when it comes to treasure hunting, but that makes the most sense in the sense of a trap. While you come to this thought, Pills, Wrath, you understand that all of the magic used upon the skulls and the crystals is conjuration. They are being made to do this. This is old magic, something that's been here for a long time to deter guests.
I don't want to try to get one more gem, if possible. If you guys think it's worth it, I could try to. Is it possible to like wedge my weapon in there to just
You can attempt to.
kind of smack it
Which
out?
weapon you want to use? Your lance?
I don't have any other weapons, do I? Or at least I didn't think about adding any weapons.
I could try and Eldritch Blast it. It's force damage, so maybe it'll shatter whatever it is. I don't know.
Okay, I'm down to try it.
That could
You
totally
shoot
blow
one.
up our base. I will shoot.
Which one?
I guess, step back and shoot this
Okay.
one.
Give me an Eldritch Blast. You fire, and as you do, it shatters the face of any and all understanding. Any piece that was left, you see, it begins to grind the crystal orb that was beneath it. Like two pressure pylons hitting against each other. You see this. I need everyone in the room to give me Constitution saving throws as it implodes. Fills the entire room with a forceful thunder wave.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
room
maybe you can cast some
booms.
spells.
Pills was ready. Pills was like, not happening to me. I've seen this one. And protects himself from any and all concussion.
Like
Oh
shooting
man.
Hazel and Wrath just like crazy, like white noise goes off as you both take 2 points of damage and have disadvantage on your next roll, like next save, basically. Sasha fails also, taking 2 points. Miss Ellie failed. Your little your beings have to roll too, so roll those bad boys when you can. So we need Martin and Wildefoe. Wildefoe fails. And
Fails.
Martin fails. Pills, you look around and you realize you are not surrounded by treasure hunters. At all. They're all just like shaking it off, and you're like, while that's happening, you're like, I told you guys, and none of them hear any of that speech. They kind of hear the end of whatever safety lesson you were trying to provide.
Look at Will with just like the slightest tinge of disappointment.
He just holds his head down, trying to shakes it off. Just trying to get past a little migraine. Pills, you have successfully decided the safest path.
Let's go.
Do you continue?
Do you want me to take the front?
It only leads you to more. There's one that goes north, one that goes south, and one that looks to break off into maybe the same room with different configurements or different rooms.
There's no more skulls though, right?
There are no more skulls.
Okay.
You definitely get the sense that this is a place riddled with challenges to discover the secrets within. Although these caverns have not been recently excavated, this is old work.
Can I check out this crossbow and see what's going on over here?
You head down and you look at the crossbow. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Crossbow with an arrow, literally.
You see that there is a crossbow with the arrow, but the beauty and unique of it is that it does not belong to a smaller humanoid or a medium one. This is a giant's weapon, destroyed and broken after a long time of non-use. You look at the walls and you see that there are these massive spike barbed-like ropes that are metallic in nature, as if they were built into there to stop or pertain something. You see just more and more of these spikes jammed or growthed out of the cavern as a pit and a hole. Can all of you give me perception checks? Just the three of you guys, and it'll balance out for the rest. Hazel, you were the first to notice it. You hear a heavy breathing further within. The other two don't catch it. But the other two, along with you, do catch a whiff of an odd decay. What do
So
you
do I
all
know
do?
what it is? Or did that
No, oh
happen?
no, absolutely not. Something is alive further in, and you all smell an odd decay. It doesn't smell like zombie decay. It doesn't smell like a dead person. It just smells like, you describe it with decay because you can't find a better category for it.
Oof. What smells?
Do you see
You guys-
something in there?
Ren, are you seeing anything? You're taller than me.
I don't see anything, but do you want me to take a peek?
You just stick your head around.
All right.
You guys, go ahead, Russ.
I'll.
Give me a stealth check.
Thank you. I may or may not want to sneak forward. Actually,
You sneak forward, and you
on.
see almost what looks to be. Go ahead.
Save.
Nice.
Okay,
What
just because
looks
I
to
have
be-
disadvantage technically.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're still good. Looks to be embedded in the wall from your purview. A huge skeleton of a minotaur wielding an axe
All right,
in
and
a motionless state.
I wave to my friends and I just say, back up, back up.
I need Al and Pills to give me, Hazel and Pills to give me stealth checks. As you guys go to back away after Beth informs you.
And I tell them, there's a minotaur, a skeleton minotaur.
Don't mess it up, Pilt.
Oh, what is this?
The Nephilim camouflage kicks in. He rolls 2 and he has to keep the higher. He manages to slip away safely. As all 3 of you manage to back up, you do not disturb what could have been awakened. At least not yet.
Ooh, that was pretty dangerous, guys. That minotaur looked pretty ghastly.
We successfully avoided it, so let's continue on.
All right, which way do you guys want to go next? Up, down, left, right? I mean left.
This big room we're already in, we keep.
Okay.
You guys begin to move the rest of the party through. Imagine Miss Ellie should be able to fit through anything unless I say otherwise, like I did earlier. But if you need assistance, I could just move her into the next. So I can just make that easier. As you guys get to the next area, I'll describe it as such. I just moved it just so that you guys can have a basic visual. You see huge and massive mounds of what look to be hardened, rippled stone, as if it was white magma that it's dried after long periods of time residing in one place. Though you all may make nature checks to see whether or not there's more to it.
I'm rolling so hot today. Just frightening.
Hazel, there you go. Perfect. Hazel and Pills instantly identify this entire room as a massive pit of bat guano. Though there doesn't seem to be any bats on the surface of the cave. At some point or another, now or later, this does look like a place of rest in which they come to relieve themselves after a massive feeding and then depart of. Upon looking directly at the top, you do see a single looper. You all know it will not make an effort as long as you stay as a pack, though if one were to come in alone.
That's worth something, isn't it? We can scrape some of that up and sell it.
It absolutely is.
We could take a little bit of it if you are going to be quick about it. I'm
Scrape stuff, yeah.
going to take a quick peruse of the poo to see if there's any any goodies in there.
You guys observe the poo. Pills, do you go to acquire some yourself?
Yeah. Do I have a backup dagger? Because I gave away my.
Yeah, I'd say you have a backup dagger. It's not as cool as your first one, but you do have a backup dagger. So let me just throw you the dagger from his inventory. Hold on.
Yeah. I'll scoop up. I'll scoop some up. Try to put it in like a little. I don't know, a little vial or something.
Yeah, I'd say you have enough little containers to acquire some. Wrath, when you go about it, give me a investigation check. As Pills begins to crack it open and gather some fresh samples on the hard and the soft side. The smell begins to reside in the room, begins to feel it sharply as there's not much to push the scent anywhere. There's no breeze of any sense of sorts. As Wrath, you do see in one of the mounds some kind of solid shadow object, maybe a foot or two deep. Do you dare venture further in?
Yes.
Do you like just shove your hand through and crack through the surface of like an egg and just hand it,
Is
or
it
do
like
you
an
like?
egg, or is it like
I mean, it's
encased
like
in poop?
it's like imagine just many layers,
Ooh.
and it's just soft on the outside where it'll crack, and then on the inside it's very moldy. Imagine like hair,
Okay.
follicles of strands. Though it feels gooey when you finally meddle it all together, it feels wrong going in because it's like a cotton
Do
candy
I
fluff.
see him try to reach for this thing before he actually gets his into the business? Gets his hand into the business.
You see him addressing it. Yeah, I'll say.
Just hold on.
Hold
Like
on.
before you
Okay.
get in
I'll
there.
wait. I'll wait.
I'll try and use mold earth to pull the earth and the object towards us and out of whatever it's in.
Interesting. You use the earth below the mound, and you see the entire mouth as the outsides, from the natural force of breaking this brittle protected layer. Now, just this whole room just discretes of scent and smell of just who knows how old guano. And everyone give me a con save as the item itself, beautiful and untouched, magical in nature, rise as all the guano along it falls off as if it was baby oiled before falling in. That's pretty good. Pills and Wrath are too enveloped in their desires that they're like, nothing will stop me. As Miss Allie is like, might have smelled worse. Hazel is like, this is disgusting. And Hazel takes a quick second to step aside as Hazel steps over to Sasha to reconvene with their pal. Sasha sniffs Hazel, backs up in stench as you don't exactly bring the best perfume. Let's see something. You guys hear bellowing from behind you. The walls shake and the caverns echo as you all hear the undesirable rip from what would have been an encased minotaur to a wall. And we'll pick that up next week as the smell of bat guano was the smelling salts to his awakening.
Oh, jeez. Maybe we can cover ourselves up in it and hide.
There is the magic item to be had. It'll be unidentified, but it'll be considered acquired. I'll give you a little descriptor of it in the group chat a little later. I got pills with 3 new scrolls. I'll give you those. I will tell you, just to give you a little more excitement, all 3 of them are level 4 and higher.
Ooh.
I don't. Oh, the bag just because you guys did enough understanding of it, it is a bag of devouring. So you can look it up, and I think I already identified. Let me check this. Let me see Hazel's inventory real quick. I think I already identified it. Oops. Yeah, it's identified now. So, Karina, you can open it up and read its details. Basically, it's a single day storage, and you really don't. It's not really a single day storage for that matter, because once you stick things in it, it disappears to some unknown plane. Now, I know where that is. The original Wilder knows where that is. Anyone who's had it has no fucking clue where anything they stuck in it has gone. So imagine if you could just figure that out. I will leave that as a inkling that Pills does have in mind. It's like chasing a leprechaun's rainbow, but there really is a lot of truth to it because that is what this bag does. You understand that much. Finding that plane is who knows how, but that's like that mission that never leaves your screen. When you look at the side quest menu on a video game that you haven't touched in a while, you're like, oh, that fucking quest. That's the one you'll never forget, even though the rest of them you have to read the details. So that's Pill's background right there. Otherwise, you guys level up. You have successfully beat a mini boss. Well, your Verbeams should be the ones really leveling because they did like all of the heavy work. I mean, it started great with Pills, but then you guys just all dropped your performance real quick and were like companions. It's like Power Rangers. Poor Martin, he didn't see any of that action, but I think he was a big part of the previous one. At least I hope to remember him as one. But you guys got through, no deaths. I will say I'm curious to see what happens because you guys have gone much deeper into a much more dangerous scenario with no healing items to my real understanding from what I saw. Very little rope left over. Some rations. No teleportation out. No escape rope. So I'm curious to see what you guys do because your decisions have been wonderful so far. Survival instinct's on par. No one's dead, so that's key. Anything for me?
We're gonna leave this cave as like level 10.
Yeah, right. Walk out with your 6 OG Pokemon.
Yes.
Do the Drabeens level up, or do they just kind of stay
So
as they are?
they do level up, but I handle all that. I up their stats.
Okay.
I add new things in there. I don't really announce it to you guys, but as you look in there, you'll be like, "Oh, what's this?" Like kind of like how you kind of discover their sheets. I am going to convert them all to PCs because as NPC sheets, it's a real pain in the butt. So you guys, it'll look different. It'll look like your guys' sheets next time, basically. Because they'll be, as long as they're alive and kept alive, they can absolutely learn from you guys. They'll take on your characteristics, etc., based on your relationship with them. So keep it up.
Cool.
Otherwise, when you do leave, someone's at your property, totally, squatting. So that'll happen for a while until you guys get back. But that's there. I for sure thought you guys were gonna get out of here. So I was like, oh, I got that ready for sure. So
I guess we didn't realize we could also get out of the cave. I thought we were we had to find the
well, no one
exit
found
somewhere.
that, to be fair. Yeah, no one found
That's
that. So
true.
you guys, this is you guys looking for the exit. So we'll see if you find it.
On this primo batshit.
Yeah, I mean that's you guys are finding the best of the best. That giant toad area, I mean, no one finds giant toads willy-nilly, but that was a really good deciphering on your end, Pills. I'm not saying that you can't go the other ways, but that was a way of figuring out the less doomed day passage. So that was a good save on the team tactics. And there's many more tricks to be found. So the guano was like a bait to get the Minotaur if you avoided it, and that triggered. So congratulations. So far things are working.
Sorry, you said the Minotaur would trigger the guano?
No, the guano was bait to trigger the Minotaur if you guys avoided the Minotaur successfully, because that's a really easy one to avoid, but it's a real threat when active. And the smell of guano being encased prevents it from escaping. But you guys didn't look past that. Instead, I knew Pills would see the value because he's a genius and he's figured all these things out previously. And his other escapades of enemy, we'll say, dissecting benefits. And, well, when Wrath wanted to see something inside, I was like, I'm not going to stop him from destroying it. That's hasting the process. Like, that's going to be way faster. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes. Good mind game so far. How much further than the cave will you survive?
Oh.
Until next week. But there's a reward for every success, so look at it that way. So far, you're winning.
Sweet. Awesome.
Until then. I will give you guys a little statement of what's going on with the forest player. He gave a little verbiage to share. Basically, they were hitting this massive high-end arc, and then the DM surprised them with, "Oh, here's a little tease of just one more step if you're a Civs player, or one more turn if you understand it in that way." But he wants to see what it is that the DM is teasing, and then they're all going to have a vote if they bite or if they end where they are. So hopefully we'll get a resolution very shortly. And I'm working on a 5th prospect, and we'll see whether or not they join the fray. So we will see as if we can get the party to continue to grow. But I will keep you up to date. Otherwise, I will see you guys until next time. Don't forget to jump in that poll and definitely vote in the normal chat, because you guys do know Ket. So now, can you guess the other 2 names of the other 2 of these 3 non-identicals of the individual that'll be offering to manage your property? I have a series of characters that all don't look alike, and they help manage players' properties. It's like an internal network, one would say. Don't know where they come from, but they're always handy when you need them. Until next week, I will catch you guys then. Have a good one.
See ya. Bye.